Hello and welcome back to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is your very own sports journalist Saurav Vitlamurthy, bringing you live to this IPL coverage on Sports Beyond Cancer. This is your very own sports journalist Saurav Vitlamurthy, and hope you all are doing good and hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful time here. Tonight we are here for this big, big clash between the two heavyweights here, the Lucknow Super Giants hosting the Rajasthan Royals here. And just to let you know, we are live here from the Bharat Ratna Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee Ekana Stadium here and in Lucknow. And Lucknow Super Giants winning the toss and straight away deciding to put the opposition into bat here. And after the end of 1.2 overs, they are 16 for no loss here with Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Yashasvi Jaiswal out there in the middle. That's the story so far here. From the middle to all the folks who just joined us, welcome to the stream. This is your very own sports journalist Saurav Vitlamurthy. Welcome to the show. This time banks it in shot away from the left-hander, and he cuts it away between the point fielder and the cover point fielder, and the ball will race away into the boundary there with an offer, and Vaibhav Suryavanshi will not miss out on the opportunity. He'll pick up 4 runs here. Expensive over so far here. The first ball an overthrow for 4 and 5 runs coming off the first ball, and then the next 2 balls being smashed into the boundaries there. And if at all you're watching the stream, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button there. And welcome to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is your very own sports journalist Saurav Vitlamurthy, currently battling my 5th cancer, and that's the reason the name of the channel is Sports Beyond Cancer, as I try to continue my passion, as I try to fight against life here. This time straying down the pads and is try to trickle it down towards the short fine leg region there, but it'll just be towards the short fine leg fielder there, and that will be a dot ball here. 139.3 clicks on that one. And take a ball, ladies and gentlemen. Prince Yadav, he's been impressive for Lucknow Super Giants. He's been the standout performer for Lucknow Super Giants. If at all you had to point at one player who has played consistently for Lucknow this season, it's definitely going to be Prince Yadav there. As here is Prince Yadav, banks it in shot way outside the leg stump there, and Vaibhav Suryavanshi decides to leave it and has a look at the leg umpire there. The umpire says that will be just 1 for the over there. That could have been touch and go, but too early to take a review. If that did not go their way, they will be simply burning their review there. So they deciding not to go for the review there. Great bouncer there to surprise Vaibhav Suryavanshi deciding to leave the ball there, and Lucknow Super Giants find themselves at number 9. They'll be keen to get back to winning ways, especially this time. Once again, good ball there, hitting the hard length, and the ball steeply climbing onto the batter there. Surprised Vaibhav Suryavanshi and is decided to leave the ball once again. Great ball, wonderfully directed, and that will be the end of the over here. Good comeback here from Prince Yadav to finish the over. That will be 20 for no loss after 2. And thank you. We have our first messages there. Finally, you can hear the comment now. Thank you, Raddy Perry. Thank you so much there. Thank you for watching it all the way. I think you're watching it from West Indies, if I'm not wrong, and Trinidad, if I'm not wrong. Thank you so much, Raddy Perry, for coming in all the way. And we are trying to build a global community out here on Sports Beyond Cancer. And thanks to all the people across the globe. And 20 for no loss of 2 overs there. Here is Mohammad Shami into his second over here. This time the ball swimming away from the left-hander there. Late movement on that one. 138.3 clicks on that one. And Yashasvi Jaiswal throwing his bat at it, trying to drive it through the cover region there. But once again, great seam position there from Mohammad Shami, pitching in the good length, hitting the deck hard, and the ball just moving away from the left-hander there. And that could have been touch and go here. Well, Raddy Perry from Jamaica. Thank you so much there. Thank you so much, Raddy Perry, for joining us all the way from Jamaica. It means the world to us to have people across the globe stream on, to log on to our tune into our stream here. This time, little bit width on offer, and Jaiswal decides to hit it over the infield there. One bounce into the boundary towards the sweeper coverage, and there a lot of width on offer. He gets underneath the ball and using the fielding restrictions, just gets it over the infield, and he'll pick up 4 runs here. Once again, the ball outswinger pitching in good length, but shaping away from the left-hander, but little bit width on offer, and Jaiswal on this occasion getting underneath the ball rather than trying to slash at the ball. He gets underneath the ball and lifts it over the infield, and he'll pick up 4 runs here. And to all the folks watching the stream, this is your very own Saurav Vitramurthy, sports journalist, currently battling with 5th cancer, and we are trying to bring in a sports journalistic style of ethical sports live streaming there, which is extremely uncommon in current era, because people have a lot of streams going on, and most of it is all based on toxic cultures, because toxic fan engagement brings in a lot of views, engagement and banter between the players, between the fans out there, and we definitely do not want that, because I always wanted to be a sports journalist since my young age, and I wanted to contribute by using sports as a tool for development in the community, and that's the reason we are here. I worked as a sports journalist for 8 years, 4 years in India, 4 years in New Zealand, covering various leagues across the country, across the globe, a lot of IPLs, a lot of tournaments, but during my time there in New Zealand, I also covered a lot of rugby, cricket, tennis, basketball, rowing and stuff, and even managed to cover the Tokyo Olympics 2020, which happened in 2021 due to COVID, but unfortunately my 5th cancer striking in that time, and from the last 3 years I've just been battling life and death on the edge of my bed there, just fighting my 5th cancer. But fortunately, now that I've entered the remission phase, I thought, why not I put back a fight? I still have 18 to 20 months of treatment left with the plastic surgery to go, and then with the tissue reconstruction and the grafting surgery to go, but I thought, until then, why not do something on the virtual platform? We started in the T20 World Cup as a trial basis, but then we definitely managed to continue, because we received a lot of support from the global community, and they motivated me like every single day, just like you can see Raddy Perry in the chat box there, once again logging on to a stream all the way from Jamaica, and this is the kind of love that made us believe in this journey, gave us the hope to fight back and against cancer in a positive way, and also stick on to hope for our passion there. And 3 boundaries on the trot here, beg your pardon there, 3 boundaries on the trot here from Yashasvi Jaiswal. After the first one over the infield, the next one, the field was moved in, they brought in backward point region there, and Yashasvi Jaiswal cut it away towards the third man region there, and then this time he goes over the mid-off fielder there, and this time Yashasvi Jaiswal, he's been dismissed there. What a wonderful ball here, and what a wonderful take here, a blinder of a catch here from the captain Rishabh Pant to send the likes of Jaiswal back into the dugout here, and the Ekana Stadium in Lucknow erupts out here. That will be the first wicket here, banged in shot, and the ball was climbing onto the batter, but straying a little bit on the leg stump there, and Yashasvi Jaiswal wanted to pull the ball there, but the ball was climbing onto him, and off the edge the ball was flying over the wicket keeper's head there, almost had flown away, but Rishabh Pant, a single-handed outstretched right hand there with the jump there, timing his jump to perfection. He's held on to the catch here, an absolute stunner here from Rishabh Pant to see the likes of Yashasvi Jaiswal back into the dugout, and that will be the first breakthrough here in this competition here. Rajasthan Royals 32 for 1 after 2.5 overs. Yashasvi Jaiswal being dismissed for 22 of 12 balls, caught by Rishabh Pant and bowled Mohammad Shami there. What a wonderful catch here, what a turnaround of events here. 3 boundaries on the trot, and then Mohammad Shami coming in and steamingly bowling that kind of a bouncer, but even though it was straying down the leg and Yashasvi Jaiswal wanted to get some bat onto it, I think it was a little bit too much to climb. It was a little bit too much while it climbed on the batter, and he tried to play the pull shot and only managing a feint, only managing an edge to be taken by the wicketkeeper Rishabh Pant there. Stunner of a catch here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, just coming off the glove there, as you can see the replays there. Wonderful catch here, such quick motion there to watch it in real time, and what a blinder jumping, and this time Shami picks up 2 into Dhruv Jurel has been dismissed for the first ball here. First ball golden duck for Dhruv Jurel here, the ball shaping away from the right hander, and Dhruv Jurel strides forward to play the defense there, finds the outside edge, and once again an easy catch on this occasion for Rishabh Pant. And the Ekana Stadium erupts out here. They come back to life here. They are on the toes, and absolute silence here in the Rajasthan Royals camp here. Once again, what a wonderful seam position there. Pitching in good length, pitching on middle, and just shaping away from the right hander. The last minute movement there, and that is the reason we keep telling time and time again. Mohammad Shami is a world-class bowler with the new ball, and he's probably the best bowler in the entire world if you come in regards to the seam movement and the seam position and the seam control there. Great seam control there. The ball pitching on the seam and shaping away from the right hander. Late seam movement, and that was all it was required. That amount of seam swing there, that amount of degree of swing there, that was all it was required to find the edge of the bat. And Dhruv Jurel once again, if not amongst the runs today, he'll be taking his way back to the dressing room here. He has been dismissed for golden duck here, and 32 for 2, and Mohammad Shami picking up 2 in 2 here. He'll be on a hat trick for the first ball of the next over here. He was taken apart for 3 boundaries on the trot, and then to pick up 2 in 2 here. What a turnaround here. That's why they keep telling, keep fighting till the end, do not give up. And despite being hit for 3 boundaries, an absolute brave stuff to pitch it in the good length and shape it away from the right hander, and he's managed to pick up 2 in 2 here. As Riyan Parag walks in at number 4 for Rajasthan Royals, the captain of Rajasthan Royals at number 4, and he's not been amongst the runs in this campaign so far. He's struggling to get runs on board, but can it be his night today? We have to wait and watch as Mohsin Khan is replacing Prince Yadav there. Change in bowling there as Mohsin Khan's been brought into the attack here to bowl into Suryavanshi, who's on 8 of 5 there. Here is Mohsin running in. This time good length delivery, climbing on to Vaibhav Suryavanshi there, and he's punched the ball towards the short third man region there. That'll just be a dot ball there. What a catch that Yashasvi Jaiswal's by Rishabh Pant, and then that seam movement there. Great captaincy, because they all know that it was going to be an outswinger, and Mohammad Shami was trying to swing it across the batter, away from the batter, and they had brought in 2 slips to attack the newcomer there, and straight away finding the outside edge and going into the hands of palms of Rishabh Pant there. And if at all you're watching the stream, kindly do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Every single like, every single subscription will mean the world to us in this battle against cancer there. This time good length delivery once again, this time cautiously watching the ball and defending back towards the cover point fielder there. Wonderful ball here from Mohsin, hitting the right lengths there on the first 2 balls of his spell here. And to all the folks watching the stream, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Every single like, every single subscription will mean the world to us in this battle against cancer. So do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button there. This time a full length delivery, angling into the left-hander. He's driven it away towards the short mid-wicket region. That will be a dot ball. 3 dot balls on the trot here. That is what wickets can do. And Suryavanshi will have to reconsider his natural instincts there, because the team is already 2 down. And will it affect his free playing nature, especially during the power play there? And we'll have to wait and watch how he adapts to this condition. 32 for 2 after 3.2. Suddenly out of nowhere, 2 wickets in 2 balls. An absolute change of scenarios after being hit for 3 boundaries and then picking up 2 on 2 there. This time Mohsin Khan, a little pause in the bowling. Once again full length, and is driven it away towards the cover field, towards the mid-on fielder there. That will be a dot ball here. 4 dot balls on the trot here. Here is Mohsin Khan this time. Once again, good length delivery, shaping away from the left-hander. Wanted to cut it away towards third man region, just whizzing past the outside edge. That could have been close. That definitely could have been close there. 5 dot balls in the trot here. Extremely uncharacteristic of Vaibhav Suryavanshi, but that is what the situation demands for him to be patient here and control his natural instincts, because they just lost 2 wickets on the trot, and Rajasthan Royals definitely need him out there to reconstruct and reciprocate what the damage has already been done with the fall of those 2 wickets there. Here is Suryavanshi. Last ball here, Mohsin. This time outside the off stamp, and Suryavanshi wants to take on the field here. He's hit it high in the air. Will this be taken? Digvesh Singh Rathi, he will take the catch. He was running reverse from the cover point region there. The ball was coming out from behind his shoulders, and Digvesh Rathi stayed calm and he holds on to the catch here, and that will be the end of number 3 here. Vaibhav Suryavanshi will have to depart here. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, and the Lucknow Super Giants fans erupt here. The flags are out, and 5 dot balls on the trot, and this time once again good link delivery, outswinger shaping away from the left-hander, and he tries to go over the infield, on it to slice it in the air, and the Digvesh Singh Rathi from the cover point region had to run probably 10 to 15 steps out of the inner circle, and he kept his eyes on the ball even though it was coming in from behind his shoulders, and he's managed to hold on to the ball there. And Vaibhav Suryavanshi has been dismissed for 8 of 11, caught Digvesh Singh Rathi, bowl Mohsin Khan, and that'll be the 32 for 3 after 4 overs here. 32 for 1, 32 for 2, and now 32 for 3 here. And Mohammad Shami will be on a hat trick too. Ladies and gentlemen, what a turnaround of events here for Lucknow Super Giants. Suddenly, 3 boundaries on the trot, and then to pick up 2 wickets in the 2 wickets of 2 balls, and then the next over, a maiden wicket over here. That's the beauty of the game. Cricket, isn't it? 32 for 3 after 4. Mohammad Shami on hat trick, running into ball to Riyan Parag. This time straying down the pads. He tries to flick it away, but that'll be a white ball here. 19 meters, the distance covered there by Digvesh Singh Rathi. Good catch there. These type of catches look easy to the eyes, but it's definitely tough here when especially the ball is coming from behind your shoulder. This time full length delivery onto the pads here. Poor ball there. He's flicked it away off his pads, and the ball will run away towards the deep wicket region there. That'll be 4 runs here. No chance for the fielder running in all the way from deep square leg. And a freebie on offer, and Riyan Parag will be off the mark here with that boundary. This time, good ball there, good ball, good length delivery, and just in that offside or outside the off-stump channel there, Riyan Parag decides to leave the ball there, and watches it on to go into the palms of the wicketkeeper there, cautiously watching the ball and the way it's behaving here, and that'll just be a dot ball here. And to all the people watching the stream, I see a lot of new people watching the stream now. Do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button there. Every single like and subscribe will mean the world to us on this journey. As there is Mohammad Shami running into ball to Riyan Parag. This time, once again, the ball shaping away from the right-hander, and he decides to leave the ball there. That'll just be a dot ball here. Good bowling here once again. Mohammad Shami keeping it tight. He was smashed for 3 boundaries in the trot, but he got 2 wickets for the remaining 2 balls in the previous over. This time, good lob, good ball there. Into swiftly coming into the wicket middle stick there, and Riyan Parag happy to gently tap it back, defend it back. And that will be a dot ball here. 37 for 3 after 4.4. 137.2. Once again, good length, shaping into the right-hander. He's punched away towards the cover region there. That will just be a dot ball here. Mohammad Shami keeping it tight despite that one boundary on offer earlier in this over. And he's kept it tight here. Mohammad Shami hitting the right lengths and bowling the right channels there. And he's picked up 2 wickets in the last over. And this over has looked decent apart from that poor freebie on the bats there. There is Shami running into ball to Parag there. This time he punches it towards the cover point fielder, and that'll be a dot ball to end the over. A good over here, just 4 runs coming off it, and that'll be 37 for 3 after 5. Well, just give me a second. I'm just going to grab my water bottle and be back here or let me wait for the strategic time out there. Okay, that sounds good. I'm just feeling a dry throat here. Probably need to gather my water bottle. So kindly be kind enough as I'm trying to wait for the strategic timeout. I think we are just 2 or 3 overs away from strategic timeout. They can start taking from the next over though. And now is the last over of the power play as Shri is all set to face his first delivery of the innings here. Mohsin Khan 1 over, none for 1 runs into the attack here. Good ball here, good channel, hitting the right deck hard, and the ball, good length delivery and shaping into left-hander. Happy to punch it back towards the bowler. That will be a dot ball. Once again, Mohsin Khan angling into the left-hander. He tucks it away towards the wide of the mid-on fielder there, and the batters will cross over for single, and Hetmeyer is off the mark here. 38 for 3 after 5.2 overs. And to the new people who just joined in here on Sports Beyond Cancer, welcome to you all this evening here on Sports Beyond Cancer. This is your very own sports journalist, Saurav Vichmurthy. We are trying to bring you sports journalistic professional style of ball commentary here on Sports Beyond Cancer. And do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button, because every single like and subscription will mean the world to us in terms of giving me motivation and also in terms of putting up a fight against this cancer here. This time banks it in short, and Riyan Parag was up for the challenge there, pulls it away over the mid-on fielder there, and the ball will run away into the boundary there. Wonderful shot here, doesn't try to hit the ball too hard, just wanting to clear the infield. Managed to clear the only player in the circle in that region, and he'll pick up 4 runs here. No footwork at all there, trying to guide the ball towards the third man region there. Poor shot there, poor technique there. The feet seemed like they were stuck onto the field there with some glue there, and trying to cut the ball towards third man to pick the single there, and the ball whizzing past the batter there. The ball, good carry there, good climb on the ball, and good carry to the wicket keeper, and that'll be a dot ball here. Well, great fielding there, great fielding in the deep there. I think it's Prince Yadav, if I'm not wrong, that should be Prince Yadav. Definitely. The ball was banged in short, climbing onto the batter. He's tried to play the uppercut, and Prince Yadav on the edge of the ropes, holding on to the catch there, but he was falling over the rope, and he flicks the ball back into the field of play there. Well, great effort there, great presence of mind there from Prince Yadav there. The fast delivery, banged in short, angling away from the right-hander. Riyan Parang opening the face of the ball, almost guiding it over the third man region there. And Prince Yadav timing his jump to perfection. What a wonderful jump there as it's lead in the slow motion. And he's also managed to roll the ball back into the field of play as he goes and falls over in the ropes there. This time, good link delivery, angling into the left-hander, just guides it away towards the deep backward point, and he'll pick up the single here. 44 for 3 after 6 overs here. Well, I'm just gonna grab my water bottle. Kindly excuse me. Just gonna be back in like a couple of minutes here. So thank you for staying tuned in. Just had to grab my water bottle, and because I was feeling dry throat, and it's extremely humid out here. And once again, Mayank Yadav banks it in shot, and Shamar and Hetma pulling it away towards the deep square leg region there, and he'll pick up a single here. 48 for 3 after 6.3 overs. And to all the folks who are stayed tuned here on Sports Beyond Cancer, this is your very own sports journalist, Sarva Murthy, welcoming you to the show here at Sports Beyond Cancer. If at all you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, if at all you haven't hit that bell icon, it's the right time now. Kindly hit that like and subscribe button as we bring this game here live here from the Ekana Stadium here in Lucknow, as Lucknow Super Giants are eager to get back to winning ways. So is the Rajasthan Royals here, and we are 6.3 overs, 48 for 3. As here is Mayank Yadav this time. Once again, good ball here. The ball was almost climbing onto the batter there, and Riyan Parag tried to arch back and guide the ball over the wicket-keeper's head, but the ball was wonderfully directed there, whizzing past the bat there. Great pace behind the shot here, and that will be a good carry there for the wicket-keeper Rishabh Pant, and that will be a dot ball here. This time, once again, that will be a dot ball here. Mayank Yadav, I think it's his first game in this campaign so far. They have the likes of Prince Yadav, who was bowled wonderfully in this tournament so far. And tonight they've also brought in the likes of Mayank Yadav, who bowls extremely quick. He's someone who cranks the pace, but we are still not sure because it's his first game after the injury. Mayank Yadav is coming back after a long time. I'm not sure if he'll be hitting those speeds tonight, but here is definitely steaming in. And 5 balls and just 4 runs. And the last ball coming up here of Mayank Yadav is running in this time, straying down the plats here. And with pace on offer, all Riyan Parag had to do was to flick off his pads. And he's wonderfully picked up the ball there, and he's helped himself to a huge 6 over the deep fine leg version there. What a wonderful shot here, but a poor ball here from Mayank Yadav. Pace on offer, straying down the leg, fuller length delivery, and all he had to do was flick it away, and the ball sails deep into the stands here. And Mayank Yadav lets out a loud roar as he realizes that it was not the right line and right length bowl to the likes of Riyan Parag, especially with that kind of pace on offer there. And that will be 54 for 3 after 7, and the run rate is 7.75 as Rajasthan Royals will opt for the a strategic timeout here. 54 for 3 after 7 there. And thank you so much there for your message, Carl Jacob. Hello all, I'm tuned into this wonderful live stream from the rural village of Barrackpore, Trinidad, West Indies. Thank you so much, Carl, once again for coming in all the way from West Indies and Barrackpore and in Trinidad. There means wonderful to have people across the world, across the globe, and the kind of support we have received means wonderful, so that we try to build a global community of audience here. We are trying to build a quality audience who love sports to score, who love sports to their heart there, because we want to build that sort of community. No space for any toxic fans there fighting against which we see common in other streams there, because the streamers themselves more promote that kind of toxicity, because they want to have the fans engage in the battles in the chat box there, which will get them the views and which will get them a lot of revenue coming along the way. Because the more the engagement, the more the revenue comes in, because more people will start coming into the channel there. That's how the YouTube algorithm promotes your channel to other people, when they have engagement. But here we are trying to keep it as professional as possible, because we want to cater to gentleman sports and use it as a catalyst to promote development in the community. And thank you so much for all the people who let us know in the chat box there. I request all the others to also let us know from which city they are watching the stream, and also which team they're supporting in tonight here. Digvay Singh Rati has been brought back into that attack here. Digvay Singh Rati. $54 for 3 after 7. Rajasthan Royals will be also keen to get back to winning ways, and just losing the game to Kolkata Knight Riders in the previous occasion. Digvay Singh Rati running into ball to Shimran Hetmeyer. Straight away starts off with the googly there, and Hetmeyer off his back foot tucks it away towards the deep mid-wicket region, and pick up a single on this occasion. Digvay Singh Rati this time straying down the pads. He's gently punched it away towards the deep wicket region there, and Aiden Markram there, direct hit, and that could be touch and go. That could be touch and go here. An appeal here from the fielders there. Aiden Markram running in from the long on region, and he's had a direct hit in the non-striker's end here, and was the Shimran Hetmeyer shot there. The batter scampered for the second run. The ball was gently tapped towards the wide of the long on region there, and Riyan Parag wanted the single there, but Aiden Markram up into a flash towards the ball, and with a single hand pickup directly has a shy at the non-striker's end, and gets in a direct hit. But did the West Indian Shimron Hetmeyer make it back in time here? Did he make it back in time here? Well, this could be touch and go here. We have to wait and watch for the replays here. Shimron Hetmeyer. This could be close. This could be close, ladies and gentlemen. This could be close here. I think, I think when the ball hit the stumps, Shimron Hetmeyer was on the crease. But when the bails lit up, I think he's managed to come into the crease there. That is how the new technology says that they have brought in the zinger bails, because only when the bails lit up, they'll consider that circumstance, because it gives you the exact idea when the bails were lifted off the stumps here. And no wonder the technology will come into place here, because when you can see the frames of the third umpire frames that is watching there, when the ball has actually hit the stumps, the bat is on the line there. It's not inside the crease there, but when the bails lit up, it takes a fraction of a second to light up there, and that moment Shimron Hetmeyer has just managed to keep his bat into the crease there. So I think this should be a not out here. But we still have to wait here. And there you go, that will be the not out here. The technology coming to use here tonight, especially the zinger bails, the bails that light up there, and that coming into use tonight here. And Shimron Hetmeyer has a laugh there. He has a huge sigh of relief, and he is definitely having a laugh out there. Now he can look at the funny side of things here. As here is Digvesing Rathi. This time, once again, a carom ball there, and off the outside edge, in the air, but goes towards the long off region there for a single there. But what a pick up and throw there from the South African captain Aiden Markram there, all in one motion, and Hetmeyer almost had a run for his money there. Digvesing Rathi running into ball to Hetmeyer this time. This time the ball, good length away, turning away from the left-hander, is rocked back and pulled it away along the ground towards the long on region there. Single for Hetmeyer there. Hetmeyer's been due to play some big knocks in this tournament so far. Could it be his night tonight? Even the likes of Riyan Parag too, he's not been amongst them in this campaign so far. Riyan Parag, could it be his night? Yeah, they definitely need the Rajasthan Royals batters need to put some runs on board, especially they are searching to get back to winning ways after dominating the campaign in the initial 4 games, and then they had to face as well a series of defeats there. They won 4 on the trot, and then they lost the last 2 here, so they'll be eager to get back to winning ways. Digvesing Rathi, the ball just stopping on the batter. He's punched it past the diving efforts of the fielder towards the long on region there, and he'll pick up the single, and he'll be happy to have the strike. And with that said, that'll be 60 for 3 after 8 here. And to all the folks who are watching, kindly do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button there. We just had 1 subscription so far tonight here, so requesting, I think there's 49 to 50 people watching the stream. If at all you haven't hit that subscribe, kindly take this moment and hit that subscribe button there. Here is Prince Yadav running into ball to Riyan Parag this time. An in-swinging delivery. Riyan Parag just opening the face of the bat and guiding it away towards the third man region there for a single there. Clever batting there. Just ensuring to keep the scorecard ticking, especially when good deliveries are bowled at you, rather than playing it for a dot. just guiding it to third man and rotating the strike and keep the scorecard moving there. Sensible batting there from the Rajasthan Royals keeper on that occasion. Here is Prince Yadav running into ball to Hetmaya this time. The ball almost topped on, but that is just a dot ball here. Prince Yadav 1.2, none for 14. He's had a good season so far for the Lucknow Super Giants. Unlikely not to be featuring on the winning side for most occasions for Lucknow Super Giants. But Prince Yadav, despite the losses, has been one person who's bowled consistently and kept Lucknow Super Giants amongst the hunt in almost every single game there. Good ball there. 136.2 in good length and shaping away from the left-hander. Hetmeyer happy to just tap it back towards the bowler there. A dot ball on this occasion here. And to all the folks who just joined in and earlier this evening, Lucknow Super Giants winning the toss and putting the opposition into bat. And Rajasthan Royals losing 3 wickets here. Yashasvi Jaiswal and Suryavanshi were going wonderfully. And Yashasvi Jaiswal smashed 3 boundaries on the trot of Mohammad Shami. And Mohammad Shami in the next 2 balls picked up the wicket of Yashasvi Jaiswal. This time on the pads there, he's flicked it off his pads. A couple of bounces towards the deep square leg fielder, and that'll be just a single here. And Yashasvi Jaiswal trying to play the pull shot here for a bouncer off the glove, and a wonderful blinder of a take there from Rishabh Pant, the skipper there, jumping to perfection, timing his jump to perfection, and outstretched right hand as he went on to latch onto the ball and then came back onto the earth and landed safely. Absolute blinder there. And next ball, Drew Jurel, first ball duck for him, unfortunately. And then next over was followed up a tight over by Mohsin Khan, who piled up the pressure by bowling 5 dot balls on the trot and then forcing Vaibhav Suryavanshi, the youngster, to play the big shot here, because 5 dot balls on the trot, and then Suryavanshi slicing it in the air, and Digvesh Singh Rathi running backwards from the cover point region of about 19 meters. Once again a good catch here. That was especially running backwards when the ball is coming above your shoulder, from behind your shoulder, and great catch there from Digvesh Singh Rathi to see the likes of Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Mohsin Khan picking up his first wicket of his evening here. Here is Prince this time in the slot here, and Riyan Parag tries to play the helicopter, but has he managed to clear it? Not at all. He is not at all clear it. Poor shot here from Riyan Parag. Doesn't get the elevation. Neither does get the distance here. Riyan Parag will have to make the long walk back towards the dressing room here. Poor shot here. Poorest shot of the topper starter there. The ball angling into the right-hander onto the middle and leg stick, and he's tried to play the helicopter flick shot over the deep mid-wicket region there, but he's only managed to hit it, slice it in the air. I think the helicopter shot, poor technique there. Not the right helicopter technique here from Riyan Parag, and hit it straight down the throat of Nicholas Puran, who holds on the gas, running in towards the wide of the long on region there. And Prince Yadav picking up his first wicket of this innings. Could it be the first of the many this evening here for Prince, as Riyan Parag dismissed for 20 of 19, almost to run a ball there, and a poor innings come to an end here. 20 of 19, and he's been taken in the deep by Nicholas Puran of the bowling of Prince Yadav, and the Rajasthan Royals 62 for 4 after 9 overs. This time Hetmeyer, he'll pick up a 6 here The first ball of Mayank Yadav, a lot of pace on offer once again. 149.0 clicks on that one. Even the last ball of his previous over, Mayank bowled it down the leg, and once again this time a little bit short and onto the pads and the middle and the leg stick, and Shimran Hetmeyer flicks it away over the deep scale there, and that'll be huge six here into the stands here. Shimran Hetmeyer, can we get to see the witness Shimran Hetmeyer, the vintage Shimran Hetmeyer, beg your pardon there. He's not been amongst the runs in the last couple of games, but he can definitely turn things in quick fashion there. This time banged in shot here. Hetmeyer pulls it away. No chance for the fielder at all. Boundary along the ground here. Once again, 145.2 clicks on that one from Mayank Yadav. And he's pulled it away. The ball is climbing onto him, but he's pulled it away along the grounds, and the ball will run away towards the deep boundary there. 4 runs here. Wonderful shot coming off the blade of the West Indian there. Here is Mayank running into ball to Hetmeyer. This time Hetmeyer, full length delivery, shaping away from the left-hander, straight bat, wonderful body position, wonderful body balance, a great head position, and just punching it in the air, past the mid-off fielder there. Wonderful shot here, straight shot here, great head balance, and doesn't even complete the fall through, holds his post there, and the ball in the air going past his towards the long off region there, and that'll be 4 runs here. Wonderful drive there from Shimran Hetmeyer. He's absolutely giving out a spectacle out there with the bat here tonight. And to all the people watching the stream, kindly do not forget to hit the subscribe button there. Every single subscribe will mean the world to us. So kindly hit that subscribe button. As a 76 for 4 and a 6 for 4 and a 4 here from Hetmeyer to start off the over. This time Mayank Yadav running into ball to Hetmeyer. This time Hetmeyer, slow ball there, shipping away from the left-hander, just tries to guide it away towards the point region there. Backward point region there, but he's only managed to drive it along, cut it along the ground towards the point fielder. He wanted to hit it towards the past the point fielder towards the deep backward point region, but it's only hit it towards the point fielder, and that's will result in a dot ball here. Here is Mayank Yadav to Hetmeyer. Following the delivery outside the off stumps, change of pace, he's driven it away towards the cover fielder, and that'll be the end of the over here. 14 runs coming off it. Good comeback here from Mayank Yadav after being hit for 14 runs of the first 3 and 3 dot balls to end the over, and that'll be 76 for 4 at the halfway stage in this first innings here, during Rajasthan Royals innings here. And how much more can they get? 76 for 4 after 10. And exactly 10 more overs left. Can they get somewhere close to 175, 180? That should be a good fighting total out there, especially on this wicket here. Ravindra Jadeja walking in at number 6 here for Rajasthan Royals. I think he will be playing the anchor's knock just as he does done it time and over again. And Hetmeyer will try to score, take those calculated risks to spur the run rate and to take Rajasthan close to 180, 185 there. This time ball angled into the pads here. Happy to tuck it off his pads towards the deep medical region. Deep square leg region, and he'll pick up a single there, and he's off the mark here. Ravindra Jadeja, ladies and gentlemen, take a bow. Here is Mohsin, this time off the outside edge. Will this be taken? Yes, this will be taken here. This will be taken. Hetmeyer will have to depart now. Hetmeyer has been dismissed here. Hetmeyer, the ball stopping on the batter. Hetmeyer a little bit too early to close the face of the bat and guide along the onside there, and off the outside as the ball's flown in the air, and the fielder there in the mid-off region will easily hold on to the catch here. Once again, great bowling there from Mohsin Khan, hitting the good length, and the ball was in the out on the off stump there, and Hetmeyer wanting to just guide it along towards the long on or the wide of the long on region there, but off the outside edge, flying straight away towards the mid-off fielder. Easy catch, and Hetmeyer will have to depart here. He has been dismissed for 22 of 18 balls. Scott Prince the ball Mohsin with a strike rate of 122. And Rajasthan Royals now find themselves under deep waters here with the scorecard reading 77 for 5. And if at all you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, just take this moment to hit that like and subscribe button. Every single subscription will mean the world to me, especially while battling this fifth cancer. It will definitely mean the world to me to receive that kind of motivation and hope towards the kind of efforts that we put there on Sports Beyond Cancer. Half the team back in the dugout here as Donovan Ferreira and Ravindra Jadeja. The other day in a losing cause, they built such a wonderful partnership. Donovan Ferreira and Ravindra Jadeja. Can they do it one more time tonight? Can they do it one more time tonight and take Rajasthan Royals to safety? Mohsin Khan running into bowl to Ferreira. That will be a dot ball to start off the ball. Start off his proceedings out here. Wonderful ball there. And Donovan Ferreira trying to pull the ball. Too close to pull the ball and just going over the off stump. And that will be a dot ball there. Mohsin Khan sending out a wild roar there. And applause here from the wicket keeper captain as well as Prince Yadav there. Great ball here. He's bowling his heart out here tonight here. Mohsin Khan, 2.3 overs, 2 wickets for 8 runs. And is still continuing to bowl with the same kind of intensity and venom there. This time, once again, banged in shot, and Donovan Ferreira pulls it along the ground, and there'll be protection out there in the deep mid region, and that'll just be a single there. Well, I'm not sure what the kind of injury it is for Rishabh Pant, but the physio is out there in the middle and probably looking at his hands or probably his shoulder there. Well, Rishabh Pant being hit by the odd bounce there. The ball was hit towards the fielder as the batter scampered for a quick single there, and the throw coming in towards Rishabh Pant. I think it's hit him straight away on the nose there. Unlucky there. Odd bounce as he bent down to collect the ball. The ball suddenly bounced out of nowhere. Probably some roughs on the surface, and it hit him straight onto his nose. I think he's bleeding from the nose there. Not the ideal kind of sight you want to watch as a sports fan there. To see any person, despite the rivalry, despite the competition, to see them injured there. Hopefully he gets soon, and hopefully we get to see him continue doing his responsibility and duty behind the stumps tonight here. Well, tomorrow we have the clash of the heavyweights there. the biggest giants of the competition, Mumbai Indians and CSK, who unfortunately find them on the wrong side of the table, but they have been the heavyweights of the champion there. They have been the defining factors of the Indian IPL league. The moment you say Indian Premier League, we all relate to Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians. They both have won it 5 times each there. That speaks the kind of authority they've had in this competition throughout the years. And tomorrow it's going to be a clash between them, and it's going to be one hill of a contest there. And do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you do not miss out any action there coming in from tomorrow too, as Mumbai Indians will be hosting Chennai Super Kings tomorrow. And we'll be also live here on Sports Beyond Cancer, bringing the game all the way from the Wankhede Stadium here in Mumbai. But tonight, it's Rajasthan Royals who's trying to fight out a war here. They are 78 for 4 after 10.4 overs. Just 9.2 overs to go. How much maximum can they get that they can feel? Rajasthan Royals, beg your pardon, that they can feel that can help them take over the line there. And a single to end the ball over there, and that'll be 80 for 5 after 11 here. And Formula One nerd, hi Formula One nerd, hi to you too. Thank you so much there, Formula One nerd, for your message there. Thank you so much for being here on Sports Beyond Cancer, Formula One nerd. Welcome to the family. Hope you hit the like and subscribe button there, Formula One nerd. Rajasthan Royals will be keen to get to winning ways there, as here is Donovan Ferreira all set to face Rigwesh Singh Rathi. Googly, a flight delivery outside the off stump. He's tried to drive the ball off the inside edge onto his body. This will be a dot ball on this occasion. Hi, Formula One nerd. Hi to you too. Thank you so much, Formula One nerd, for being here on Sports Beyond Cancer. It's wonderful to have you out here on Sports Beyond Cancer there. Two dot balls on the trot here from Digwesh Singh Rathi. He's keeping it tight here. Wonderful, wonderful ball is building up the pressure here on Donovan Ferreira. Digwesh, carom ball on the toes, flicks it away past the short mid-wicket fielder, and I think it's Aiden Markram who'll cut it off at the wide off long on region, and he'll keep the batters just one run there. Good fielding there. The other night against Sunrisers Hyderabad, Donovan Ferreira 69 for 4 after they were reduced from 9 for 5 there, along with Ravindra Jadeja stitched up a huge mammoth partnership to put some respect on towards Rajasthan Royals there. Here is Digwesh Singh Rathi, flighted delivery on the toes. He's flicked it off his toes once again. The ball going towards the short fine leg fielder there, and the batters will quickly cross over for a single there. Good running between the two batters. We all know Jadeja is extremely swift on the field, trying to take every single opportunity at run, trying to convert the ones into twos and twos into threes. He's definitely been that kind of a character here for the Indian team. This time down for will just drive it along the ground towards the long off region there. Single there. Just 3 runs coming off this over so far. It's kept it tight here. The last ball of this over. Will this force Jadeja to play the big shot? Will this force Jadeja to go over the top here? We'll have to wait and watch here. It's been a quiet over so far. And the last over of Digwesh Singh Rathi. And fine-tuned adjustments in the field by Rishabh Pant. This time, once again, the ball rolling away towards the short third man region and dot ball to end the over. Wonderful over here coming in from the Singh Rati. Great over here, keeping it tight all throughout this over. Good line, good channel, and is only given away 3 runs, and that will be the end of the over here. 83 for 5 with 12 overs done and dusted. Just 8 more to go. What do you guys reckon? What do you think Rajasthan Royals will be putting up on board here? I definitely reckon somewhere close to 145, 150. And you can also let us know what do you think, what score they're going to reach here tonight here. It's just going to be a friendly battle that we have here on Sports Beyond Cancer. And do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button there. As here is Mohammad Shami running into ball to Donovan Ferreira. This time the ball banks in shot here. Donovan Ferreira tries to play the pull shot straight down the throat of the fielder there. Well. Poor fielding here because I think it is Mayank Yadav there. The ball was probably coming straight down the throat of the fielder. Had he had stationed himself on the edge of the rope for the very same purpose which he had been placed in that region. But he wandered a little bit into the pitch there, and he's made a complete mess of it, and the ball's gone over his head. And did it clear the ropes, or will it be a boundary there? We have to wait for confirmation. Well, it's just pitching in front of the rope there, and I think that should be four runs there. That should be 4, and Mohammad Shami straight away not happy, because that was the plan, to outbounce him and then having him caught in the fine leg or the deep fine leg or deep square leg region there. But he's made a misjudgment of the ball's flight, and that will be 4 runs here. And Mohammad Shami straight away, his hand was up in the air, pointing at the fielder there. He was not at all happy with the fielder's effort. Formula 1 nerd, hi to you too. Once again, Formula 1 nerd sending us multiple messages in the chat box there. Shami this time, Jadeja punches it back towards the bowler. That will be a dot ball here. Coming in from around the wicket and bowling in with the angle to the right-hander, cramping the batter for room, angling the ball into his chest there. Is only he managed to just tap it away, and that will just be a dot ball here. Shami a full in delivery and is driven it away towards the mid-off region. Jadeja, that will be a dot ball once again. Rajasthan Royals banks it in shot, good well directed bouncer, and is only managed to pull it along the ground towards the deep square region there. Ravindra Jadeja, and he's happy to take the single on this occasion. Mohammad Shami running into ball to Donovan Ferreira here. 12.5 overs, 89 for 5. Banks in shot outside the off stump. He's pulled it away. And good fielding there by the Singh Rati, diving towards his left. He's managed to stop the ball, and that will be just a dot ball here. Great fielding there. And just 6 runs coming off Shami's 4th, and that will end his wonderful spell here. He's completed his spell. 4 overs, 2 for 30. And Rajasthan Royals 89 for 5 after 13. And Rajasthan Royals, I think they'll be opting for the strategic timeout here, and that'll be 89 for 5 after 13. And if at all you haven't hit that subscribe button, kindly hit that subscribe button there. Well, 2 overs, none for 24 here for Mayank Yadav. He's been brought back for his third year, and 95 for 5 here after 14. And Tal, once again, thank you for your message here. Looking like an optimistic 160 score today. Thank you so much there, Carl. Hopefully they get to 160. 6 overs on the 6 overs to go. The run rate has been poor, 6.79 the run rate so far. Can they get to the 160 mark? This time fooling the review outside the off stump, and it's driven away towards the wide of the Sibaka region there. Nicholas Puran puts in the dive towards his right and quickly gets off after he rolls on. And by the time he throws the ball back to Rishabh Pant, the batters will cross over 2 runs here. (97 for 5), 14.1 overs. Ravindra Jadeja and Donovan for the other day. They managed to stitch a 100+ partnership. Can they do it tonight here? Can they do it as Mayank Yadav? He's running into ball to Donovan Ferreira. This time Mayank Yadav this time banks it in short, quick into the body, and Donovan Ferreira a little bit late onto it. The ball was 149.4 clicks on that one, ladies and gentlemen, and he's only managed to pull it away and drag it towards the front of the deep mid-wicket fielder there, and that'll be single here. Lucknow Super Giants tonight have bowled well. Mohammad Shami 4 overs 2 for 30. Prince 2 overs 1 for 15. Mohsin Khan especially wonderful tonight here, using the lengths and bowling in the right channels there. 3 overs 2 for 11. Digwesh Singh Rathi keeping it tight. 3 overs none for 15. They have kept it tight here tonight. They've not required the service of Avesh Khan. The Avesh Khan benched out tonight in this contest so far. He was expensive in the last game too, and it's been 13 balls since the boundary was scored. Here is Mayank this time. A slow ball, rolls his finger on the ball, and Ravindra Jadeja rocks back and punches it towards the wide of the long on region there, and they'll come back for a couple there. Good batting there, sensible batting there to pick up 2 on that occasion, and that couple will bring up the 100 here for Lucknow Super Giants in the 15th over here. 100 for 5 after 14.3 overs. Here is Prince Yadav running into ball to Jadeja. This time the ball away from the left-hander there. And great fielding there in the deep there from Digwesh Singh Rathi. What a wonderful fielding there from Digwesh Singh Rathi. Diving towards his left in one motion, stopping the ball. The ball almost looked like going towards the ball boundary there. The ball was good length delivery, shaping away from the left-hander, and Ravindra Jadeja guiding it perfectly past the backward point fielder, and the ball was running away into the boundary there. But Digwesh Singh Rathi running towards his right with one motion, diving towards his right, got onto the ball, and in one motion onto his toes, quickly threw the ball back to the middle there, and that'll just be 2 runs there. Quick running there as they had to sprint for the second run there. Here is Mayank Yadav. This time tucks it off his pads toward the deep square leg region. Will they be coming back for a second there? This time this could be touch and go. Poor throw there. This time both the batters stranded in the non-strikers end here. Both the batters stranded in the non-strikers end. Well, confusion there, and poor throw by Nicholas Puran down the middle of the ground, and Rishabh Pant had to get to the ball, remove his gloves, and then Donovan Ferreira was charging back into the batter's end, and Rishabh Pant passing on the ball to Mukul Chaudhary there. Mukul Chaudhary had to hold the ball and then lift the stumps there because the bails, Rishabh Pant had tripped on the stumps when he came to collect the ball in the middle of the wicket there, and the stumps been removed, and we'll have to wait. It's been sent upstairs here. Will this be a dismissal here? Will this be a dismissal here? Well, I think it wouldn't be a dismissal because Donovan Ferreira was had put in the dive inside the crease here. Comedy of errors there. Comedy of errors there. Both the batters. Ravindra Jadeja wanted the second. Ravindra Jadeja wanted the. I think it was Ravindra Jadeja, or I'm not sure if it was Donovan Ferreira. We'll have to wait for the replay there. Donovan Ferreira is into the crease there. I think Donovan Ferreira did not want the second run, or he wanted the second run. We'll have to wait and watch. And that will be not out here. Comedy of errors here. Poor throw there from Nicholas Puran, throwing the ball extremely wide towards the middle of the pitch there. And Rishabh Pant had to run towards the middle of the pitch, and during his run he tripped on the stumps, and the bails were broken. The stumps were broken there, and that gave the batter Donovan Ferreira, with both the batters struck in the non-strikers end. Donovan Ferreira was charging back. Well, let's see what happened. Jadeja tucked it off his toes towards the deep square leg. Jadeja wanted a second, and halfway through, Jadeja sent Donovan Ferreira back there, and but the throw was so poor there from Nicholas Puran, and Rishabh Pant had to dive towards his left to stop the ball there. He tripped on the stumps and he dived towards the left to stop the ball. And as he dived, he only got a hand onto the ball. He was only able to stop the ball there. And before he could lift the ball and pass it to Mukul Chowdhury, coming in from short fine leg region there to whip the bails, to hold the ball and remove the stumps there. Donovan Ferreira coming back, and comedy of errors out there in the middle there on this occasion. 103 for 5, no damage done there eventually. This time Donovan Ferreira, a wild flash there, one bounce into the boundary towards the third man region there. The ball was banged in short outside the off stump, and Donovan Ferreira throws his bat at it, slices it hard there off the outside edge. One bounce just wide off the fielder there in the third man region there. And now both the batters laughing at that moment there. Both the batters now, while they meet out there in the middle of the pitch at the end of the over there, they're laughing at that comedy of error that just happened in the previous ball there. What a turn on there. That definitely is going to become viral there. That definitely is going to be a moment of virality from this game here. With that said, that will be the end of the 15th over here. 107 for 3 after 15. 5 more overs to go. 30 more balls to spare. Carl Jacob has already predicted that optimistic 160 score tonight. I think they will be definitely happy with 160. They should be happy somewhere close to 160, 170 there. That will give them a chance to fight in this contest here. It's not been an easy wicket to bat, to be honest, and but Lucknow Super Giants have also not been in the right frames of forms in this tournament in the recent matches. So Rajasthan Royals, can they capitalize on that? Could 160 be enough on this wicket here as we bring this game for you live here from the Ekana Stadium in Lucknow? And to all the people watching the stream, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Every single subscription will mean the world to us, so kindly hit that subscribe button. I've just had one subscription so far in this stream so far, so kindly hit that subscribe button there. Here is Prince Yadav back into the attack here for his third year. Once again, the ball outside the off stump, trying it to cut it past the backward point region there. He's only hit it on the bounce to the point field there, backward point field there. That will just be a dot ball here for Jadeja. Ravindra Jadeja needs to get a move on now. He's less than a run a ball now, 11 runs of 13 balls, and he definitely needs to get a move on now. Once this time a slow bouncer, and he's pulled it away towards the deep fine leg region, and good fielding there from Mohsin, putting in the dive, and the batters will pick up a couple here. This time Jadeja off his back feet, quick onto his back feet, pulls it away, but along the ground, straight towards the deep fine leg region. That will be a single there. That's a missed opportunity. That should have been dispatched here. He had the time in the world to place it, but is only managed to find the field there, and will only be able to get one run there. That should have been put back into the boundary there. Great Yorker there, wonderful execution of Yorker there from this youngster Prince Yadav. He's impressed one and all in this campaign so far. Yorker length delivery, and he's managed to squeeze it away towards the short mid-wicket region there. Dot ball there. Every single dot will turn out to be gold in this contest. That is the nature of this game, T20 games, and every single dot ball, every single run will come, and it will all boil down to the last ball, last run, and that's the reason you need to have concentration throughout the game, because cricket is a game of minute fractions, and with one moment of lapse in concentration, and you could end up being on the other side of the game here, This time banks it in shot outside the off stump. He goes for the uppercut there. And has he managed to get the power behind the shot here? No, he hasn't. That was a slow bouncer there. So no pace being offered here from the bowler there. And wonderfully deceived the batter with the slow bouncer outside the off stump. And Donovan Ferreira, in pursuit of trying to use the pace of the bowler there, was completely outfoxed because there was no pace on offer. And he's only managed to uppercut it towards the third man fielder there. And that'll be the end of the South African stay out there middle. 20 runs of 19 balls for Donovan Ferreira, and that'll be 110 for 6 for 15.5 overs here, as Donovan Ferreira will have to make the long walk back towards the dressing room here. A slower bouncer, and Donovan Ferreira way outside the off stump had to stretch and play the uppercut, and easy catch for Mohsin Khan at the edge of the ropes in the third man region there. And Prince Yadav rewarded once again. He pumping his fist in the air. He's been impressive so far in this tournament. He's managed to impress one and all with his performance, as Donovan Ferreira will have to depart for 20 of 19 balls, and that'll be 110 for 6 after 15.5 overs here. 2 for 18 of 2.5 for Prince Yadav once again amongst the wickets, and also economical, as here you go, 15.5 overs, 110 for 6, and that will be the impact sub here. Shubham Dubey has been sent in as the impact sub. They're bringing in an extra batter here because 4 more overs to go, 4.1 more overs to go, and they had to get in the batter to make something out of this contest, and that's the reason they're sent in Shubham Dubey tonight here. Change in strategy for them, and they wouldn't be bringing in a bowler as an impact player. They'll be rather bringing in a batter there, a finisher there, because they desperately need runs on board, and runs not being put on board with 4 more overs to go. They did not want the tail to be exposed to it. And here is Prince Yadav, wonderful ball, 139.1 clicks on that one. Good delivery, shaping away from the left-hander. He's happy to just punch it towards the backward point fielder, and that'll be a dot ball to end the over. Wonderful over here from Shubham Dubey, from Prince Yadav comes to an end, and that'll be 110 for 6 after 16 overs here. And I see 60 members watching the stream. I'm just going to take this moment to welcome the new members here. This is your very own sports journalist, Saurav Murthy, welcoming you to the professional style of sports journalistic stream out here on Sports Beyond Cancer. And welcome to this global community that we're trying to build here on Sports Beyond Cancer. We have a lot of people watching the stream across the globe, a lot of subscribers from across the globe, which we started during the T20 World Cup, as I just entered the remission phase after fighting just my 5th cancer for the last 3 years there. I worked as a sports journalist for 8 years, 4 years in India, 4 years in New Zealand, covering various leagues across the country as well as the globe, and also covered the T20, they also covered the 2020 Tokyo Olympics there, which happened in 2021 due to the COVID there. And unfortunately, the 5th cancer coming in, and I had to surrender my last 3 years on the edge of my beds because I was battling life and death. Every single day was a matter of just surviving that one day, just taking one day at a time. And after 3 years, I entered the remission phase, and it's all been possible because of sticking on to the hope there. And after that, during the T20 World Cup, I thought, why not I divert myself and start something on the virtual platform, because I still have 18 to 20 months of treatment left with the plastic surgeries to come, the grafting surgeries to come. I thought, why not do something on the virtual platform? And I decided we start off with that, and then it was wonderful to receive a lot of support from people across the globe. Just like you can see in the chat box, there are people from across the globes there, and that made me motivated. They kept me motivated to continue this journey and look at it as a long-term prospect until I finish this treatment phase. And definitely, it's been doing wonders to me personally too, because I've been able to divert myself from my other side of life every single day, battling cancer, getting my wound dressed, and getting my wound checked every single day, and to have been in the same frame of mind for the past 3 years, and now to have entered remission, and a lot of things going in my mind mentally, because why me, why at this age, 5 cancers at the age of 33. And definitely this channel has kept me motivated, and it's all been possible because of support I received from you guys. And if at all you're still watching here, if you're new here, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button there, because every single like and subscription will mean the world to us. It will give me the hope to fight the cancer in much better manner. It will give me the hope to continue this journey, come out in a better manner, and to divert myself and to stick to the fight and not lose out on my hope. And also that small kid believed to be a sports journalist. I lived that dream for 8 years, but I also want to challenge the world. I want to show it to you with myself as well as the universe and its ways, that you can give me anything you want. Despite 5 cancers, I will not settle for anything less. I will fight for my passion. I will fight for my life. I will fight for my hope, and that too all with a smile there. This time Mohsin Khan onto the bats. He tucked it away towards the deep fine leg region there. That will be just a single there. The batters were interested for second run, but good fielding there from Prince Yadav. Swiftly onto the ball and gets straight off the ball towards the wicketkeeper. And the batters will have to resort with just a single there. 113 for 6. Wonderful game so far here for Lucknow Super Giants. 6.78 the current run rate. But can Jadeja and Shubham Dubey spur them to somewhere close to 155, 160? Shubham Dubey can definitely tonk the ball, but I think it's his first outing in this contest so far, in this campaign so far. And Ravindra Jadeja, I think he'll be the one who'll be playing the anchor role, ensuring that he stays on till the 20th over, so that this time Ravindra Jadeja flicks it away wide off the short mid-wicket fielder there, and the ball running away towards the mid-wicket region. Will they be coming back for 2 runs here? Yes, they will come back for 2 runs here, as Nicholas Puran running in all the way from the deep square leg region towards his right will get to the ball and quickly returns the ball. That will be 2 runs here. 116 for 6. 17 more. 17 overs done and dusted. 18 more balls to go. Can they get that 150 or 155 mark here? They won't be happy even with the 155, to be honest there, but they won't be satisfied with the 150. They'll be definitely satisfied there. They won't be satisfied, beg your pardon there, but they'll be happy there if they get to 150 there. They'll be below, they'll be under the par there, but that's the best they can go on at from this juncture. We have to take the game in fragments, and from this fragment, I think 155 looks a good score, especially with 6 wickets down. And now they're having to bring in the likes of Shubham Dubey as an impact player, as they sacrificed Jaiswal, who has been subbed out there. Jaiswal being subbed out, and Shubham Dubey has been brought back because 3 more overs to go. And we all know if Shubham Dubey gets a cameo like 10 balls 30 or something like that, that'll mean wonderful to carry that momentum into the next half of the inning, next phase of the game, and also will spur them to a respectable fighting total, that they can give themselves a chance to get back in this contest here, to defend the chase runs here. This time Digwesh Singh Rathi, his last over, he's bowled wonderfully tonight here. The ball turning away from the left-hander, and is just will pick up a single on this occasion towards the creeper cover region there. This time banged wide outside the off stump. He's cut away, and that'll be 2 runs here. Quick running there, cut it away towards the backward point region there, and Jadeja is swift off his toes here. Jadeja is extremely swift running between the wickets. You have to be quick, especially when you're running in between the wickets with Ravindra Jadeja, and he'll pick up 2 runs here. Digwesh Singh Rathi to Jadeja. This time banks it short outside the off stump. Once again cuts it away, but this time towards a little bit straighter towards the sweeper cover region. Only will be able to get a single there. These singles will not worry Lucknow Super Giants, and Rajasthan Royals on the other hand will be eager to get some boundaries going along the way. It's been a quite phase for them. Here is Rathi. Banks it in short, and Shivam Dubey trying to pull the ball in the air, a couple of bounces, and then rolls away towards the wide of the long on region before Aiden Markram runs away towards his left and collects the ball. The batters will complete the 2 runs there. It's been a good spell here for Digvej Singh Rathi. He's kept it tight, bowled in the right channels, bowled it away from the hitting arc of the batters, and he's also pulled off a wonderful catch initially in the innings to dismiss Vaibhav Suryavanshi. And here is Digvej Singh Rathi. 2 more balls to go in this over. 3.4 overs, none for 21. This time wide outside the off stump. A lot of width there. And Shivam Dubey tries to go over the top here. Off the slice of the bat. The ball's gone over the backward point region. I think it flew off the edge there and over the backward point region and will roll away into the boundary there. Lucky there for the batter. Unlucky there for the bowler. And pick up 4 runs there. Shivam Dubey actually wanted to go over the cover region there, but off the outside as the ball flying over, the ball turning away from him and flying over the fielder in the short third man shot in the backward point region, and will run away into the boundary there. The last ball of his spell. Can he pick up a wicket here? Digvej, can he be rewarded for his wonderful bowling out there? He's bowled his heart out here. 3.5 overs, none for 25. This time a carom ball, a quicker one, a good length and climbing on to the batter outside the off stump. He's punched along the ground towards the long off region there, and he'll be happy to keep the strike here. 127 for 6 after 18. 12 more balls to go. Can they get the required 127 for 6 after 18? So can they get the 26 or 25 runs of the last 2 overs? Or 30 will be wonderful there. They will definitely look for 30, but can they get at least 25 runs? That will definitely take them across 150 tonight here. Prince Yadav, 2 wickets for 18 runs off his 3, has been given the responsibility of bowling the penultimate over here in this contest here. Shivam Dubey will be eager to free his arms in this over. He'll be eager to get some boundaries. That's the very same reason he's been brought into this game as an impact player, as plan B, and he's always been a plan B, because when the batting order fails, we had to get in the extra batter. I mean, just 3 overs to go. I think he was the only person which the Rajasthan Royals could think about. This time ball banged in short outside the off stump, climbing away from the left-hander. 140.7 clicks on that one. Shivam Dubey, his feet stuck to the ground, trying to guide it towards the short third man region there. He's missed the ball, and that'll just be a dot ball here. This time a full length delivery outside the off stump, and good shot here, clearing his front leg. He's drilled it past the mid-off fielder, and the ball runs away into the boundary there. Wonderful shot here, and that'll be 4 runs here. The mid-off was in the circle, the fielder was in the circle, and his full length delivery, he's driven it past the fielder, and that'll be a boundary of quite some time here. And Lucknow Super and Rajasthan Royals will require more of such boundaries to keep the game going and to keep the pace of the game going, especially in their eagerness to get across 150 tonight here with just 10 more balls to go. As here is Prince Yadav once again, a full delivery outside the off stump, and this time he sliced it in the air, opening his face of the bat, clearing his front leg and hitting it wide of the sweeper coverage in there. But Nicholas Puran will just run towards his left and will cut up the ball at the edge of the rope, and the batters will only have to be content with just a single there. This time banks it in short. The ball was climbing on the batter there. That was a bouncer there, and surprised Ravindra Jadeja, who goes on to the pull shot here a little bit late into the pull shot, and somehow he managed to hit the ball over the over the mid-wicket fielder there, and the batters will come back for 2 runs here. Good running there, but good ball too there. Wonderful ball there, catching the batter by the surprise with the right kind of length, and the ball suddenly bouncing off the surface there, hitting the deck hard there. Prince Yadav and Ravindra Jadeja a little bit late to shift his weight onto the back foot and try to play the pull shot in an attempt to play the pull shot, but he somehow managed to play the pull shot there and just going over the mid-wicket fielder. He'll pick up 2 runs. This time the ball was almost down the leg. I think he's tried to flick it off his pads, but off his toes. It's gone away towards the short fine leg region there, and Rishabh Pant will collect the ball. A half-hearted appeal here from the bowler there. He feels that it probably was in line there, but that'll be just a single there. And once again, what is happening out there for Rishabh Pant? Once again, as he tried to stop the ball, which was hit towards the short fine leg region there, he removed his gloves and put in the slide with his gloves there. And as soon as he went to slide the ball, the ball hitting his palm as he tried to cut the ball into the inner circle there. The ball suddenly rising onto his nose again. Once again, the balls hit his nose here for the second time in this game so far. The first time the throw, the ball pitching onto the pitch and not bounce and hitting on his nose there, and he was treated by the physio. And once again, hitting him in the same spot there. And this time the ball was trickling down towards the fine leg, just rolling, and he just put in a slide and tried to cut off the ball within the inner circle, and the ball suddenly bouncing off his hands and crashing once again into his nose. And Rishabh Pant sends out a wild laughter there, a wild sarcastic smile with what's happening with his fortunes here, especially with his nose here tonight, as the physio is once again out there. And the Super Giants have reviewed the decision there, and because the bowler had an half-hearted appeal, but definitely pitching way outside the leg. A poor review, but probably they just wanted to have a gamble because the bowler was keen about it, and that will be not out here. Great shot on this occasion. A Yorker length delivery in onto the middle stick there, and Shivam there calm under pressure there. He's opened his face of the bat and just squeezed the ball between the short third man fielder and the backward point fielder, and the ball will run away into the boundary there. No fielder moving out there apart from the fielder there in the short in the backward point region there. Wonderful shot here, a wonderfully executed Yorker here from Prince Yadav, but a touch of class and finesse there from Shivam Dubey, as he'll pick up a boundary on this occasion here, and that will be 139 for 6 after 19 here. Last over to go. Can they get that 11 or 15 run over here? They definitely need a 15 run over to spur them to take that momentum along the direction, because it's still a below par score, but they won't be definitely not satisfied. They'll just be happy with that score if at all they get to 155 there. As here is Mayank Yadav, 3 overs, none for 36, running into bowl to Ravindra Jadeja this time. Ravindra Jadeja hitting it across the line there, and that will be 1 bounce, 2 bounce into the boundary boards there, into the advertising hoardings there. 4 runs in the mid-wicket region there. Once again in the slot, and going across the line, and he'll pick up 4 runs. Four runs. The pressure straight away back onto the youngster here. 3.1 overs, none for 40. As here is cruising into bowl to Jadeja once again. Banks it in short. The ball climbing onto the batter there. Misfield there from the field there in the mid-on region there. I think it's Aiden Markram, a rare sight to see Aiden Markram misfield the ball. The ball was going away from him towards his left. He puts in a slide, but the ball going underneath his hands. But the fielder there from the deep mid-wicket region will cut it off and keep the batters to just 2 runs here. 145 for 6. Can they get that 15 run more? 10 to 15 run more will be absolutely gold here. As Jadeja 29 of 25. Can he get a couple of big hits here? Jadeja, can he finish it off on a high note here? As here is Mayank Yadav running into ball to Jadeja. This time Jadeja, a slow ball, and this time Jadeja waits for the ball there. The ball was good length delivery outside the off stump, shaping away from the left-hander. He waits for the ball, gets underneath the ball and hits it in the air. Past the bowler past the bowler and the mid-off in the circle, and the ball will run away towards the long off region there. 4 runs here. Good batting here. 10 runs coming off the first 3 balls. A change of pace, rolls his finger, and the ball was banged in short. Jadeja had to adjust his position there. It was an awkward shot there, but he's managed to get the ball away into the boundary there. 4 runs here. And discussion here between Aidan Markram and Nicholas Puran, the senior pro campaigners for Sunrisers, for Lucknow Super Giants, having a word with Mayank Yadav there, trying to bring in a sense of calm to Mayank Yadav. With 3 more balls to go, they're just trying to calm down things, just trying to take a couple of moments there to slow down the game and cut the flow of the game and the rhythm of the game there, with Jadeja is currently enjoying with a flurry of boundaries in the last couple of balls here. And to all the folks watching the stream, this is your very own sports journalist Saurav Murthy, welcoming you to the stream here on Sports Beyond Cancer. And if at all you're loving the stream, kindly do not forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if at all you wanna, also requesting you to also participate in the chat box there, because that will make me feel like a human, especially when someone is going through cancer. It's definitely lovely to have a human conversation, and I want to have a human conversation because it makes me feel human. And also we would love to have this going like a human conversation style of a stream and not just me speaking out to a camera there. And this time once again a misfield. Will this give an opportunity for second run here? Yes, it will be. Poor fielding there. The ball banged in short, and they pulling the ball, and the ball going away towards the deep fine leg region there, and the fielder there just taking his eye off the ball, and the ball going past through him, and that will give the batters the opportunity to pick up the second there. Poor fielding. The coach wouldn't be happy, the captain wouldn't be happy, so it would be the fielding coach there. And 12 runs coming off the first 4, and that will be 151 here. That will bring up the 150 here. Can he get a couple of go hits and take them close to across 157? 2 more hits. Come on, Ravindra Jadeja. We'll have to wait and watch, as here is Ravindra Jadeja as Mayank Yadav steaming in. This time the ball angling into the middle stick there, and Ravindra Jadeja hitting it across the line, and this time the ball is going away towards the deep square leg region there, and the fielder there will cut it off at the edge of the ropes, and Jadeja will sprint back for 2 runs here. Wonderful batting here. It's not easy because Jadeja has run a lot of yards between the wickets here. He's had to work hard for his 38 of 20, 36 of 37 of 28 balls here. It's not been easy for them. The ball's not coming on easily onto the bat, and he's been losing partners at the other end, and is still held on to the hope, and he's battled out. He's scored 37 of 28, and he's taken the team across 150 along with Shivam Dubey scoring that 19 of 11. The last ball of the innings here, 153 for 6. Can he settle it to 160? Can he settle the target to 160 with a maximum of this last ball here? As here is Mayank Yadav running into ball to Ravindra Jadeja. Ravindra Jadeja banks it in shot, and Ravindra Jadeja tries to play the pull shot here as he managed to get the ball here. Yes, it will be 6 runs here. Wonderful shot here from Ravindra Jadeja. He fought till the end, and he has taken the target to 160. The ball banged in short, and Jadeja pulling it away, and the ball sailing into the stands over the deep fine leg region there. Wonderful shot here, swirling his body, clearing his front leg across, and is managed to get a good bat behind the ball there, and the ball that will be a huge 6 over the deep fine leg region. And that will be 159 for 6 after 20 overs here. Not an ideal start here for Mayank Yadav to make a comeback, especially after his long injury. He's been taken away for 4 overs, none for 56, and it's been expensive last over. And that will be 159 for 6, and the target will be 160. And Carl Jacob there getting it right on money here. Carl Jacob, if at all you're watching the stream currently, right on money tonight here by your prediction, coming in right on prediction here. Optimistic 160. You were optimistic, and the universe has definitely provided the 160 goal target mark here. 160 the target here, and let me look at how many runs came off that last over there. I think 20 runs coming off that last over, and Jadeja spurring Rajasthan Royals to 159 for 6. He was 23 runs of 23 balls. He was 23 of 23 balls, run a ball there, and within a matter of 6 balls, he's raced away to 43 of 29. He's finished off wonderfully, Ravindra Jadeja, and 160 would be the target here for Lucknow Super Giants. And with that said, the partnership unbeaten 49 of 25, and that will definitely give them the right kind of momentum as they go into the second half of this game. Well, they come back to bowl, they'll definitely be eager. I think the score is below par, but these are the kind of contests which definitely bring back the kind of excitement in the game, because it's always wonderful to watch low scores being defended, and the batters taking it a little too casual and they end up giving up wickets, and that's the reason we enjoy watching low score thrillers too. And it could be a wonderful contest on our cards here. It's not been an easy surface to bat, and Lucknow Super Giants, even though they have a good deep batting depth, they're not been in the right forms lately. So it's looking like going to be a great contest. Both the teams are coming off two back-to-back losses, and someone will be having Otalman will be on the winning side tonight, and someone will be on the wrong side of things tonight. But who's it going to be? But just to let you know, let's have a look at the scorecard here as we just will bring out the scorecard here for you. And Prince Yadav there, he's notched up the purple cap there. Prince Yadav's notched up the purple cap there. He's notched up the purple cap here. Wonderful stuff here from Prince Yadav. He bowled 4 overs, 2 for 29 and 13 dot balls too. And just to give you a recap of what happened earlier this evening, Lucknow Super Giants winning the toss and directly straight away putting the opposition into bat here, because we all know Jew will come into play, and Yashasvi Jaiswal and Suryavanshi got off. Yashasvi Jaiswal especially got off to a good start, hitting 3 boundaries in the trot, and then Mohammad Shami bouncing out. Yashasvi Jaiswal tried to play a pull shot off his glove, and Rishabh Pant pulling out a stunner there, and Dhruv Jurel falling off a first ball, ducked here to Shami out finger and outside edge and into the keeper's hands there, and Vaibhav Suryanshi and Vaibhav Suryanshi also dismissed early there, trying to go over the infield, especially Mohsin Khan keeping it tight, 5 dot balls in the trot, and Vaibhav Suryanshi trying to force play a shot over the infield, dismissed for 8 of 11 balls there, caught by a wonderful catch there by Dhruv Rathi, running in from the cover point region backwards with the ball coming in from behind his shoulders. A wonderful catch. Rian Parag struggled once again, played a decent knock on the circumstances, especially when wickets are falling, 19 balls for his 20 there, and well, we have some technical error with the scorecard there. Kindly excuse us in regards to the scorecard there. And then Shimron Hetmaya, 22 runs of 18 balls, so just 2 fours and 1 sixes. Ravindra Jadeja, 23 of 23 balls there after the end of the 19th over. And the last over, he scored 20 runs of 6 balls, taking him to 43 of 29 balls. That definitely improved his strike rate there, because he was struggling, but he still kept his end from the other end, because we all know Jadeja is that kind of player who can take the game deep, and took it deep, and when it's the last 6 balls, he managed to pick up that 20 runs and take them across 150 there. And Donovan Ferrara, 20 of 19, wonderfully outfoxed there by Prince. There was slow bouncer outside the off stump, hit straight down towards the throat of the third man region. He was dismissed for 20 of 19, and Shivam Dubey, who was roped in as an impact player, because after the end of the 16th over there, they were already 6 down there with no more batters, pure batters to be out there. They brought in the impact player, and he played a cameo, 19 of 11 balls, a crucial knock there. And in the bowling column here for Lucknow Super Giants, Prince Yadav, star of the show once again, 4 overs, 2 for 29. Mohammad Shami once again, good bowling there, 4 overs, 2 for 30, especially to pick 2 wickets on 2 balls after being thrashed for 3 boundaries in the trot by Jaiswal. Wonderful stuff there from the champion bowler. Mohsin Khan, wonderful tonight. He was the one who impressed one all. He definitely managed to impress me. 4 overs, 2 for 17 with 1 made in there. Great over, especially the way he set up Vaibhav Suryanshi, 5 dot balls on the trot, and then trying to throw in the bait by challenging him to go over the top, and he's managed to pick up that wicket of Vaibhav Suryanshi there. And Mayank Yadav, unfortunate today, he's been back into the side, but extremely expensive. 4 overs, none for 56, not bowling in the right channels. And Digvesh Singh Rathi, exceptional bowling once again, 4 overs, none for 26. Unfortunate to not have any wickets in the wicket column there. And that's the story so far. 160 the target. We'll be back soon with the chase. Just going to take a small breather, stretch myself, probably use the restroom, and we'll be back soon with the action here on Sports Beyond Cancer. Do not go anywhere, and if at all you haven't hit that subscribe button, kindly hit that subscribe button. Welcome back to the Jays here. Just give me a couple of minutes. I'm just gonna finish off my dinner and probably will soon turn on the camera once I'm done with the dinner there. So kindly taking this moment to apologize in regards to that here, and do not mind about that here. I hope you do not mind about that. And let's go. Need my parlay. Need my parlay to hit. Thank you so much, Sayan Singh from Rewa. This time, following delivery outside the off stump is driven it away towards the sweeper cover region there, and he'll pick up 4 runs here. The Australian Mitchell Marsh, and he'll be off the mark here. Sion Singh from Reva. I need 1 4 from both these guys. Come on, definitely Sion Singh. Mitchell Marsh has heard you now. He's got off to a boundary here, and Badoni yet to get on strike here, but he's off the mark. The Australian here. Following delivery outside the off stump, he drives it past the diving efforts of the cover region, and that'll run away into the boundary there. Once again, a full-length delivery, not the ideal line, and length bowl to Mitchell Marsh. 144.6 clicks on that one. He gets underneath the ball, even though he doesn't get good power and contact behind the shot. That'll clear, goes to the bowler stop and over the infield, and that'll be 4 runs towards the long off region there. 4 runs here. Let's go, Sion Singh from Rewa. Let's go. Thank you so much, Sion Singh, for bringing the energy in the chat box there. That's wonderful to have you out here. This time, good length delivery on the top of the half stick, just gently tapping it towards the backward point region, and before the fielder can come in, good running by Ayush Badani. They quickly responds to the single, and they cross over for a single there. Ayush Badani, he's been in some form lately, and that's the reason since the last game he's been promoted at the top of the order, and Aiden Markram has been pushed down the order there. I still believe Aiden Markram is a better batsman at the top of the order because he can utilize in the initial fielding restrictions, but a shift of strategy from the Lucknow camp, because they all know Ayush Badoni can clear the infield with ease, and he's someone who's placed with that kind of an authority initially during the innings. And this time, can this be a run out here? Will this be a run out here? Yes, it will be a run out here. Comedy of errors here, and Ayush Badoni has been run out here. He's been run out here. Poor running between the wickets, and what just happened out there? Complete chaos there between the two batters there. The ball was a good length delivery, shaping into the body of Ayush Badoni. I think it went off his thighs or pads there towards the short square leg region there. Ayush Badoni was up in a flash there to cross over for a single there, and Mitchell Marsh sending him backwards, and there was confusion between the two batters there, and the fielder there getting a direct hit there, underarm throw. An easy throw there, and I think it's from Ravi there, and Ayush Badoni is nowhere in the frame at all. And he'll be have to be dismissed for a golden duck there. Unfortunate ways to be dismissed here from Ayush Badoni, walking all the way to the middle, wearing all your gears and equipments, and to be dismissed in that sort of a manner, right out of his first ball, and that'll be 9 for 1 after 1. The Lucknow Super Giants skipper Rishabh Pant walks in at number 3 here for Lucknow after that comical run out of the last ball of the last over. This time Nandre Berger, the South African, into the attack here. Good length delivery, the ball shaping away from the left-hander. It was climbing onto him. He's just punched away towards the short backward point region, and he'll pick up a single here. Well, Mitchell Marsh initially responded to the single, but as soon as they realized that the fielder was quickly running on towards the ball, Mitchell Marsh sending him back, but Ayush Badone could not put a break on his initial run, and he had to gather his thoughts before he returned towards the pad popping crease. And the fielder who was just out there for the first over, I think it was Ravi, he was there for the first over as a substitute. He's managed to contribute a run out and is again back into the dugout there. This time Rishabh Pant straight away making his intentions clear there, trying to counter-attack the South African bowler. The ball banged in good length, shaping away from the left-hander. 143.96 on that one. And Rishabh Pant charging down the wicket, trying to heave it over the offside there. And he's missed the ball. That's the dot ball here. This time, Rishabh Pant tries to heave it across the line, and I think it's got a faint edge. And Dhruv Jurel holds onto the catch here, and that'll be the end of Rishabh Pant here. Poor batting here from Rishabh Pant, throwing his entire team under the bus, especially 1 wicket down, trying to hit it across the line there. 143 clicks on that one. The ball bowled in good length and shaping away from the left-hander. And Rishabh Pant in no balance at all, no position at all to play that shot, no footwork at all. Tried to heave it across the leg stump towards the deep square leg region there, all the way from outside the off stump. He tried to fetch the ball and hit it across towards the leg stump, and he will dare not make an eye contact with the coach or anyone back there in the dugout there. The shot of the poorest order there, and that too from your skipper. That is not going to be the statement that you want to set as a skipper out there. That kind of irresponsibility and that kind of a shot, a careless, reckless shot, and especially to come off your own captain, the experienced Indian wicketkeeper has thrown his team under the bus as he makes his way back to the dressing room. He has been dismissed for duck here as Lucknow Super Giants 10 for 2 after 1.4 overs and 9 ribber once again amongst the wickets here. And he sends off Rishabh Pant in an animated manner, pointing him towards the dressing room, sending him a animated sent off here from the big South African. Eden Markram walking in at number 4 here to join his old opening partner Mitchell Marsh as they find themselves on the wrong side of things. So 10 for 2 after 1.4. Good ball there. Almost managing to get an outside edge. Good length delivery, shaping away from the left-hander. 146 clicks on that one, and the late movement, and Aiden Markram was completely beaten there. One South African beating the other South African there, his very own captain Aiden Markram. Good length delivery, and this time he just punch it towards the short of a mid-wicket fielder, and that will be a dot ball to end the over. 10 for 2 after 2. This time he'll drive it towards the wide of the mid-on fielder there, and that will give him the opportunity to take a single here. Aiden Markram. Aiden Markram still to get off the strike here. This time, wonderful bouncer here from Archer and whizzing past over the leg stump, over Markram's shoulder, and that will be a dot ball here. Wonderfully directed, and he decides to leave the ball, and that will be a dot ball. This time, good link delivery, angling into his body, just stopping on the batter, punches it away along the ground towards the mid-on fielder. That will be a dot ball. This time the ball banged in short, and Aiden Markram trying to go across the line there, trying to pull the ball there, and outside edge, and the ball's in the air for quite some time, and it's swirling in the air, and Dhruv Jurel settles himself underneath the ball, and he's managed to hold on to the catch here, and that will be one more duck here for Markram. He will also have to be taking the long walk back towards the dressing room for a duck here, and Justin Langer cannot watch this game anymore. Justin Langer, the Australian coach, the Lucknow Super Giants coach, cannot watch this game anymore. The ball was banged in short, angling into the right-hander, and he tried to pull the ball a little bit late onto the shot off the outside edge. The ball swirling in the air for quite some time, and Dhruv Jurel pounces onto the catch, and Jofra Archer picks up his first of the night here, and they are in some deep trouble here. 11 for 3 here. Lucknow Super Giants take a ball, ladies and gentlemen. What a bowling here from Rajasthan Royals, keeping it tight, bowling in the right channels, and not to forget, poor cricket from Lucknow Super Giants. Wrong shot selections, trying to be adventurous and trying to be extra innovative, extra cheeky, especially the way Rishabh Pant played that shot. The ball swinging away from the left-hander, no footwork at all, just trying to heave it across the leg stump there. No kind of authority, not in the right kind of position, no head balance there, and he threw the team under the bus. And now Aiden Markram walking in at number 4, the bouncer did not have to heave it across the line off the outside edge. He's been caught, and he's been dismissed for a duck of 6 balls there, and 11 for 3 after 2.5, and that will bring Nicholas Pooran out there in the middle there. Nicholas Pooran, it's a high time due that he starts scoring. He's not been amongst the runs, but we all know he's that kind of a batter. When he starts get going, no bowler in the world would want to bowl at him. No ground in the world is small for him. It's that kind of a power hitter there. But lately, it's not. He's not been in form. He's on been the wrong side of things with the bat there. And hopefully could this be his night, because he's now pushed to the wall here, because he definitely needs to build a partnership here, and sometimes when you're pushed to the wall, the pressure gets onto you. That's when the best comes out of you. Could this be tonight for Nicholas Pooran here, as Jofra Archer running in a change of field here? He's pushed the third man back, and he's also kept the fine leg back there. Both of them a little bit finer there. Could it be a bouncer? Here is Jofra Archer, banks it in short here. What a pace! What a wonderful, wonderful ball there. And but it was definitely angled down the leg, and good take there from Dhruv Jurel, and the umpire will signal white ball there. 150 point odd clicks on that one. 7 clicks on that one. Wonderful, wonderful ball there, but the line not correct there. Nicholas Puran was caught in no man's land, tried to get away from the line of the ball there, and that'll be a white ball there. Straight away welcoming Nicholas Puran with that kind of a bouncer there. Here is Jofra Archer, this time straying down the legs. He's driven it past the diving efforts of Vaibhav Suryavanshi in the short mid-wicket region there. And that'll roll away into the boundary there. 4 runs for Nicholas Puran to get off the mark. And that'll be 16 for 3 after 3 overs here. 144 required in 102 balls. And to all the people who are watching the stream, I'll take this moment once again to welcome you all to this stream out here on Sports Beyond Cancer. This is your very own sports journalist host, Saurav Vitlamurthy, currently battling the 5th cancer. I worked as a sports journalist for 8 years, 4 years in India, 4 years in New Zealand, covering various leagues across the country and the globe, and even covering a lot of leagues in New Zealand and international tournaments in New Zealand, to covering multiple sports. They also covered the Tokyo T20 Olympics, but unfortunately, Tokyo 2020 Olympics, which happened in 2021 because of the COVID there. But unfortunately, my 5th cancer coming in during my time at New Zealand, I had to return back to India. Since the last 3 years, I've been battling just my 5th cancer. But now that I've entered the remission phase, we are up and running, and we have started something on this virtual platform called Sports Beyond Cancer to keep our hopes alive, to keep the fight alive, because I still have 18 to 20 months of the fight to go on, and I wanted to keep my fight alive, and I want to show it out to the world. 5 years. 5 cancers at the age of 33, and I'm not someone who's going to give up on a passion. I'm not someone who's going to succumb to the universe and its ways. I'm going to fight head to head with the universe, and I want to show it to the universe that no matter you can put me through 5 cancers, I'm going to not settle for anything less. I'm going to stick to my passion here, and that's the reason we are here tonight here on Sportsman Cancer. And if at all you feel that you're doing a decent job out here or a good job out here, do not forget to hit the subscribe button there. As Nanderberger running into ball to Mitchell Marsh here. This time a little bit short here. Mitchell Marsh stands tall and pulls it away, and the ball going between towards the mid-wicket region there. 4 runs here. Wonderful shot here. Standing tall and getting on top of the ball and pulling it to perfection there. Mitchell Marsh there. Much required boundary here for Lucknow. That'll settle some nerves at least at the moment here, with the boundary coming off that first ball. Second ball, beg your pardon there. Here is Nanderberger running into ball to Mitchell Marsh. This time, once again, banks it short, but did not get the kind of bounce as expected by Mitchell Marsh. So just hitting his knee roll, and the ball going away towards the backward point area there. Puran swiftly runs away to the striker's end, and that'll be a single here. Well, that would have definitely been going above the stumps there. And he tried to heave the ball across the leg stump once again, but the ball not coming to the kind of bounce that the batter expected there, just keeping a tad low, and that did Marsh in there. Here is Berger to Puran here. Ball in swinger into the left-hander, just tapping it towards the front of the cover fielder there. He'll quickly take off for a single there. Good running here between the two batters there. Good communication there. This time Mitchell Marsh drives the ball on the bounce towards the bowler. That'll be a dot ball here. Good fielding there by Nandre off his own bowling to cut off the ball there, and that'll be a dot ball here. This time pulling delivery on the middle stick. Is happy to just drive it along the ground towards the mid-on fielder there. And I think that should be the end of the over here. Great bowling here from Andrew Berger. Bowling it in the tight directions, line and length. And he has completed his 2 overs, 1 for 6. And after 4, Lucknow Super Giants at 22 for 3. Here is Dr. Archer. This time spraying down the pads. Drives it, flicks it straight along the ground towards the short square leg fielder. That will just get off ball on this occasion. 22 for 3 after 4.1 overs and 148.2 clicks on that one. The previous ball here from Jofra Archer, and straight away Rian Parag trying to attack. He knows that early wickets will be key. He's only managed to get 3 wickets. He still wants to pick up this wicket batting pair, so he's straight away gone for the 3rd straight over here for Jofra Archer. He wants to attack here. He wants to attack, and Jofra Archer is someone who will attack the stumps, who will attack your body, especially with the bouncers. This time a fulling delivery and is punched towards the mid-off fielder there. That will be a dot ball here. Slowly the build-up the pressure will start running here. The required run rate now climbing to 8.72, and Pooran has had a poor start in this tournament so far. Can it be his night tonight here? Can it be his night? Because Lucknow will definitely need his services to bail them out from at what state they are currently. They stand in the 9th place in the table and chasing. They still need 138 of 94 balls with just 7 wickets to go. This time Jofra Archer, wonderful ball, good length delivery that climbed off the surface, beating the batter for pace and just whizzing past the outsiders there. Great seam position and a great carry to the wicketkeeper there. The late moment, and wonderful to watch the kind of seam movement and control there from Jofra Archer. And that'll be a dot ball here. 22 for 3 after 4.3 overs. And this we to all the folks who are watching the stream currently, do not forget to hit the subscribe button there. Once again, the repeat of the same ball there. He's cranking up some pace here, the Englishman here. Wonderful ball. Once again, the same hard length delivery, and the ball climbing off the surface there, hitting the deck hard, bending his back. And Nicholas Pooran in no man's land here. He absolutely had to take away his bat away from the line of the ball there. And the ball was climbing onto him, and also had to ensure that he takes away his head away from the line of the ball. And that will be a dot ball here. 148, 147, 149, and 148. The speeds this over so far here. He's cranking in and bowling it close to 150 every single ball here. That's the kind of effort and energy the Englishman is putting behind every single ball here. And the 4 dot balls on the trot. The pressure's building up here for Nicholas Pooran here. Can he will he try to force play a shot here, or will it unsettle his nerves here? As once again, this time good length delivery, this time onto the leg stump. Pooran a little bit early in to close the face of the bat, trying to guide it towards the fine leg region there. And I think the ball is off the outside, is just rolling away towards the offside, and that will be a dot ball here. Once again, good length delivery, and Pooran happy to tap it back towards the bowler. That will be a maiden over here from Jofra Archer. Wonderful over here. That will be a maiden over, and a friendly smile towards Nicholas Pooran, an exchange of a banter there, friendly banter with Nicholas Pooran. That will be the end of the over here for Jofra Archer, and that's a maiden over here to let you know that's a maiden over here, and that will be 22 for 3 after 5. Nandraberger also being his third straight over here. Rian Parag wants to attack, especially when both these bowlers are enjoying the rhythm there. You saw what Jofra Archer did in the last over, kept it so tight. He produced a maiden over against the likes of Nicholas Pooran at the other end. The change of logo not working here for Lucknow Super Giants. They thought the change of logo will bring in some new luck here, but it's not been in their favor so far here. They redesigned their logo and they try to work around a few things so that they have the stroke of luck coming along the way, but they find themselves in the ninth spot in the points table there. And tonight, with still 137 runs required of 89 balls, with just 7 wickets in hand, they are currently catching up behind the game here. The required run rate is less than 10, but it's 3 wickets that's been gone. That will be troubling LSG. Here is Nandraberger to Pooran. Once again, good length delivery, angling into his body. He's happy to tap it away towards the short square leg, and they'll quickly cross over a single here. 6 runs of 10 balls for Pooran, and Mitchell Marsh 13 of 16 here. 16 of 13, they beg your pardon there. It will be key for both the batters to take the game as deep as possible. Probably take it to somewhere close to 15 overs, get to 100 or 100. 15 overs, get to 100, and then the 5 overs give them the opportunity to chase that 50 odd runs here. As here is Berger running into bowl to Mitchell Marsh. This time a little bit short, and Mitchell Marsh picks it up wonderfully and dispatches it into the stands here. Deep into the stands here, and that will definitely bring up the field. That will definitely bring up the fans on the toes here at the Ekana Stadium here in Lucknow. This was much time due here. The crowd had turned out for quite some time, and this time half tracker and angling into his body in the slot. That's the kind of shot Mitchell Marsh loves to play, and getting underneath the ball and just flicking it away. And an 80-meter 6 over the deep square leg, and there 6 runs here. That should do a world of good here, not just for Mitchell Marsh, but also to the LSG camp to pump some hope back into the game here. Berger to Marsh. Great comeback there. That is the kind of channel you need to bowl to Mitchell Marsh. Just the 4th stump outside the off stump in good length the delivery. 144.7 clicks, and the ball shaping away from the right-hander, and it nipped off the surface there. Wonderful ball there. Great seam position, and the ball pitching and nipped off the surface, and that late moment there forcing Mitchell Marsh to play that forward stride and just whizzing past his bat there. That will be a top ball here. Great comeback, especially after being hit for 6. Great comeback by the South African pacer. 2.4 overs, 1 for 14. His last ball of his third. Can he pick up a wicket, or will Mitchell Marsh send one more over the stands here? As here is Berger running into bowl to Mitchell Marsh. This time a full delivery outside the off stump. He's driven it towards the wide of the cover fielder before Shivam Dubey runs to his right and fields the ball. The batters will take the single, and Mitchell Marsh will retain the strike, and that will be 31 for 3 after the end of the power play. 6 overs done and dusted, and they only managed to put a 31 on board here. How tough is it going to be, especially when the spinners come into play and when the pace will be taken off the ball there. Nicholas Pooran will definitely fancy, but he's not been in the kind of form. And we are here. The entire cricketing world is actually waiting for him to strike back to form. It's been quite some time. Nicholas Pooran came into the limelight, with the kind of reputation that he brings in along with the game, and that's the very same reason he's been paid such huge bucks by the Lucknow Super Giants management to get his services here. But this time it's not been his season so far. He's struggling here. The best of the best, even the likes of the Tendulkar, the Kohli, the Mahendra Singh Dhoni, be it the Gilchrist, the Ricky Pontings, everyone undergoes a phase in life when nothing goes the way. It's just a phase. They lose their form. Nothing goes the way. You start getting being unlucky there. You start getting run out in different circumstances. But hopefully, it's a matter of a time when things go down. Definitely, they have to bounce back. And Nicholas Puran, one such character, who's definitely going to be bouncing back into limelight. We have seen him bounce back from a life-threatening injury. Who thought Nicholas Puran would walk again? Who thought Nicholas Puran would come back and play cricket in that kind of a manner, which he has been playing for the last 3 to 4 years, and it's just a matter of time. But the Lucknow Super Giants will be hoping that it would be tonight that Puran plays his vintage style of a knock here, as Brijesh Sharma has been brought into attack here. A wonderful ball to start off here. That will just be a dot ball here. He's been a wonderful find here for Rajasthan Royals. The youngster, he's a clever customer, and hits the right length, and he's been a regular starter here for Rajasthan, especially the way he bowls. And this time, once again, good length there, reshaping into the right hander, is driven it along the ground towards the deep point region, towards the sweeper coverage, and there. That'll just be a single on this occasion for Mitchell Marsh. And if at all you're watching the stream, kindly do not forget to hit the subscribe button there. Here is Brijesh running in towards Puran. Once again, good ball, angling into the left-hander, just checking his drive, and the ball going towards the mid-off fielder. That will be a dot ball. Yeah, great captaincy here from Rian Parag, realizing that both the batters are struggling to get off the strike, struggling to rotate the strike. He's kept the field up despite the end of the power play. Wonderful attacking captaincy here from Rian Parag to have the field up and to make them earn for the runs, and also give them the challenge that if at all you want to get runs against us, if at all you want to get runs, to try going over the top there, try going over the fielder there, try taking on the fielder there. This time banks it in short, a slower bouncer, pitching and angling away from the left-hander and straying down his body, and Nicholas Puran pulls it away, and this time the ball will beat the fielder there in the deep square leg region there. That will be 4 runs here for Nicholas Puran here. Probably that should do a world of good for Nicholas Puran. This time he spotted the ball coming off the back of the hand of the bowler there, and he's bisected the fielders in the deep perfectly. He's hit the ball between the deep square leg fielder and the deep fine leg fielder there, and no chance there for either Hetmeyer or the fielder who was running in all the way from the deep fine leg region there. 4 runs. This time the ball's been punched back towards the bowler. Good fielding of his own follow through, and that will be a dot ball here. 139.00 clicks on that one, and that will be a dot ball here. Just 5 runs coming off the first 5 balls here. The last ball of British first over. Will Nicholas Puran fancy taking on the young bowler there? Will Nicholas Puran try to counter-attack the young bowler there? Just like the usual old vintage Nicholas Puran that we knew of. Is still trying to spend some time out there in the middle to get that rhythm flow back into his veins, and also get the confidence come back into his games and get some runs on board before he unleashes the lethal Nicholas Puran that we all know of. This time, wonderful shot here. This is a touch of class there from Nicholas Puran. The ball full in delivery outside the off stump. He extends his forward stride and drives it through the cover regions there. The ball's running away between the cover fielder and the mid-off fielder there, and no chance there for the fielder, and the ball will run away into the boundary there. 4 runs here. Wonderful shot here, waiting for the ball and playing it late, and just driving it in the perfect spot, and that will fetch 4 runs for himself as well as the team, and that will be the end of 7 overs here, and 40 for 3 after 7. And with that they'll be also taking in the strategic timeout here. We have 2.5 minutes of a break here. If at all you haven't hit that subscribe, and if at all you feel that you're doing a decent job out here, you can kindly hit that subscribe button there. And you can also contribute towards my journey and towards my battle by scanning on the QR code that's provided at the top of this channel. If at all you feel that you're doing a decent job here as a sports journalist, as a sports commentator, bringing the game all the way from Lucknow, and which is happening in Lucknow, and hopefully you like the way we stream. Hopefully you like the way we give you the inputs, and if at all you feel that you want to contribute towards my journey and if for the efforts that we put, you can definitely hit the subscribe button, and if at all you want to notch up by one step, you can scan the QR code on the top right of the screen. This time Ravindra Jadeja into the attack here, tossing it slower through the air, pitching outside the off stump, and beg your pardon there. Turning away from the right-hander, and that will be a dot ball as he punches towards the cover fielder there. This time the ball keeping a little bit low, angling into the middle stick there. Is happy to tuck it off from the middle stick towards the deep mid-wicket region along the ground. He'll pick up a single here. The required run rate is now climbing close to 9.5 there. The dot balls will pile up pressure there. This partnership has been steady. 29 of 30 of 26 balls here. This partnership, it's been a decent partnership. They're trying to reciprocate the innings. They're trying to repair the damages with 3 wickets falling early there. This time Jadeja angling into the left-hander, angling away from the left-hander. Beg your pardon there, and he tucks it off towards the long on region there. Pick up a single there. Jadeja this time tossing it in good length, and Mitchell Marsh will drive it along the ground towards the long off region there. He'll pick up a single on this occasion. To all the folks watching the stream, this is Saurav Murthy, your very own sports journalist, to bring you this live stream here on Sports Beyond Cancer. If at all you haven't hit the subscribe button, kindly hit it now. This time the ball shaping away from the left-hander, turning away from the left-hander, and is driven it towards the cover fielder there. And that'll just be a dot ball here. Ravindra trying to keep it as tight as possible there. And this time banks it in short onto the body, and Nicholas Puran pulls it away along the ground towards the deep square leg region, the deep backward square, and that'll just be a single. The protection out there in the deep. Clever bowling here from Jadeja, bowling to his field plans, and just 4 runs coming off his first over there. Good start here for the left arm spinner, and that'll be 44 for 3 after the end of 8 overs here. 116 required of 72. Ravi Bishnoi has been given the ball for the first time in this innings here. He's bowled wonderfully in this tournament so far as he replaces Brijesh Sharma for the 9th over here. Ravi Bishnoi is given the ball for the first time in this innings. Bishnoi running into ball to Puran here. This could be exciting here. This time the ball turning away from the left-hander, and from the way outside the off stump, he's cut it away towards the cover region there. Riyan Parag putting in a dive, gets a hand onto it, but the ball ricochets off his hand and goes away towards the long off region, and the batters will have the time to cross over for a single time. This time straying down the leg, and Nicholas Puran, beg your pardon, the Mitchell Marsh hitting it towards the deep backward scare there. Good fielding there, putting in a dive, and they stop the ball. I think that's Shubham Dubey in the outfield, and the batters will take 2 runs on this occasion. This time good ball here, wrangling into the right-hander. Googly is driven it along the ground towards the long on region there. Just a single here. Clever batting here. The required run rate is 9.69, and they need to take the game as deep as possible. They need to bring that sort of a calmness back in the dugout with the partnership building here. They still need a big partnership here. There's 36 of 33. They need to take the game as deep as possible, probably get to 100 or 100 by the 14th over, and then take on the game in the last 4 or 5 overs there. This time banks it in short, way outside the off stump there, and he tries to cut the ball there, and a huge appeal here from Ravi Bishnoi here. He thinks there's a nick on that, but the umpire straight away saying that's a white ball there. Umpire straight away saying a white ball there. Well, I think even Dhruv Jurel, a half-hearted appeal there from Dhruv Jurel, if I'm not wrong. But how they taken in the review, I think they might have taken in the review. Yeah, I think they might have taken in the review there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Dhruv Jurel let the captain know if it was outside the white guy, if it was for a caught behind, or if it was for a white ball there. Because the umpire gave the white ball. Dhruv Jurel, I think, was more keen for the white ball there. That was given. He was more upset for the white ball there. I think Dhruv Jurel could have been more likely. It's probably worth the gamble, because it could be also a faint edge there. So worth the gamble to have a look at both things as we bring the ultra edge there. I think as we bring the ultra edge, I think no bat on ball there. No bat on ball, as you can see in the ultra edge. But did Dhruv Jurel... Well, I think the decision's been upheld, and it will be a white ball too. A review burnt here by Rajasthan Royals. As here is Ravi Bishnoi running into ball to Puran this time once again, trying to keep it away from his hitting arc there. Clever bowling there. They're trying to keep it short, and the ball angling away from the left-hander there. And he has to fetch it and drive it through the cover region, and that'll just be a dot ball here. Here is Bishnoi to Puran once again, fetching it way outside the white guideline on the offside. He's driven it away towards the cover region there. Riyan Parag diving towards his right, holds onto the ball there. Mitchell Marsh has already made his way through towards the half of the pitch there, but he was sent back there. Good fielding there from Mitchell Marsh. Good fielding there from Riyan Parag, beg your pardon there. Here is Bishnoi once again, the same line, keeping it away from the left-hander. He's cut it away towards the sweeper cover region, and he'll be happy to pick up the single and to retain the strike. That'll be 50. That'll bring up the 50 here for Lucknow Super Giants. 50 for 3 after 9 overs here. And with 66 balls to go, 110 required here. The required run rate climbing now to 10 runs and over. 10 runs and over, the required run rate. Exactly at 10 runs and over, to be honest there. To be precise there. This time Pooran tucks it away towards the mid-wicket region there, gently tapping it. And before the fielders can cut off the ball, the batters will cross over for 2 runs there. Good batting there, gently tapping the ball, realizing the fielders are on the edge of the ropes there. He'll pick up 2 runs here. The partnership now building slowly. They're trying to resurrecate the early damage here. 41 of 40 the partnership as they find themselves at 52 for 3 after 9.1 overs. Jadeja trying again. Wonderful ball. Angling coming in from around the wicket. Is angled the ball away from the left-hander just within the wide guideline, and Pooran leaves the ball, and the umpire says that's a good ball there. This time angling onto the bats. Pooran drives it along the ground towards the wide of the long on region there. Will they be coming back for 2 runs here? Well. That could have been close. Only if the fielder had picked the ball. The fielder there just taking his eyes off the ball for a fraction of a second, just to look at the batters running in the middle. If at all, they were running in for the second run there, and that fraction of a second of lapse in concentration towards the ball, and he's missed onto the ball, and the batters will easily come back for second run now. And Jadeja is not happy. Jadeja is not happy at all. This time the ball angled once again from the left-hander. Nicholas Pooran wants to take on the fielder there in the deep there. He's only managed to hit high in the air. It's high in the air, and Donovan Ferreira, the South African, stations himself underneath the ball at the long on region there, and he'll hold on to the ball here. That'll be the end of Nicholas Pooran. Stay out there in the middle. He's been dismissed. His struggle comes to an end. His resilience comes to an end. He's been dismissed for 22 of 25 balls. Once again, the ball banged in short outside the off stump. Nicholas Pooran trying to take on the field. And Donovan Ferreira holds on to the catch in the long on region. There goes for a reverse cup. He's a safe customer, and Ravindra Jadeja letting him know that he's kept him in his pocket there with that celebration there. Ravindra Jadeja letting him know that what a celebration. First time I'm seeing Ravindra Jadeja. I think first time we are witnessing Ravindra Jadeja do that sort of a celebration here. He's kept Nicholas Pooran into his pocket here, letting him know that I have kept you in my pocket tonight here. And that'll be the end of the Nicholas Pooran stay out there in the middle. Dismissed for 22 of 25, and the poor form for Nicholas Pooran continues here. It's been that sort of an offset season here. He's been paid big bucks here, but Nicholas Pooran definitely not bringing out the value with his chances, with the amount of chances he's been given in the contest so far. Is it time for Lucknow Super Giants to look past beyond Nicholas Pooran, probably give him a couple of games a break, bring in fresh legs out there in the camp, and probably when he sits out there in the bench, Pooran can get the time to introspect and reflect on the kind of shots he's been playing and the kind of shots he needs to adapt to play in these circumstances. So we all know that he's a legendary batter, but unfortunately, when things don't go your way, you definitely need to be back on the bench and then get the time and space to introspect and then come back stronger there. And 54 for 4 after 9.4 overs. And with that, Lucknow Super Giants will bring on their impact player as Himmat Singh walks in at number 6, as Prince Yadav has been sub out there. So Himmat Singh walking in at number 6, 65 matches, 968 runs with a strike rate of 134 across his T20 career. Can Himmat Singh provide the resurgence along with Mitchell Marsh there? This time a flight delivery angling into the patch is driving it past Ravindra Jadeja, and the ball rolling away towards the long on region there, and that'll be a single there. Jaddu here tossing it slower through the air, outside edge, just on the bounce to the short third man fielder there. Clever bowling here, tossing it slower through the air, giving it a lot of reps there, and the ball turning away from the right hander as it tried to drive the ball outside edge on the bounce to the short third man, and that will be a dot ball to endure. Great over here from Ravindra Jadeja. 2 overs, 1 for 9 for the veteran spinner here. And Lucknow Super Giants 55 for 4 after 10, halfway in this chase. 10 overs done and dusted. The last 10 they require 105 with 6 wickets in hand. And if at all you haven't hit that subscribe button, kindly do not forget to hit that subscribe button there. Every single subscription will mean the world to us, so kindly hit that subscribe button there. Bishnoi into attack, and Himmat Singh driving it towards the front of the cover region, and will pick up a single there. And thank you for your message here, Carl. Once again, just give me a moment, as here is Bishnoi running into ball to Mitchell Marsh. A little bit short here from Bishnoi, and this time Mitchell Marsh pulling it away, and the ball will go wide of the deep mid-wicket fielder there, and that will be 4 runs here. Much required boundary here. That will bring some energy back in the Lucknow camp here. Much required boundary after quite some time. Mitchell Marsh holding on holding on to the thin thread here from one end in this Lucknow's innings here. And the ball banged in short, and Mitchell Marsh rocking back and pulling it away and placing it to perfection, bisecting the field wide of the mid-wicket fielder, and pick up 4 runs here. As there is Bishnoi running into ball to Mitchell Marsh. This time a quicker one, googly angling into the right-hander. He is punched it back towards the bowler. That will be a dot ball here. Saurabh, how do you think I fared today? Predicting 160 at about 13.1 overs when the score was about 90 for 5 at that time. Definitely, Carl. Today you were bang on predicting 160. I am not sure if at all you were there during when they finished off the innings at 160. I definitely sent in a lot of praise coming through your way for getting it bang on, for getting it spot on, especially the 20 runs of the last over. That was what took them to 160. Wonderful, Carl. So finally nailing it perfectly tonight here, predicting that score here. And I definitely let the audience know that Carl predicted exactly with about 8 to 9 overs to go, and we have got exactly onto the score there at 160, the target being wonderful stuff there from Carl. We enjoy playing these kind of prediction battles from quite some time, and when we get it straight, it's just a friendly, lively banter that we try to enjoy out here on Sports Beyond Cancer. That's the kind of a global community we try to build here on Sports Beyond Cancer. Have some light moments, enjoy cricket to the truest spirits, and that's what makes life beautiful, isn't it? And thank you, Carl, for once again, and congratulations for being spot on tonight. Here is Bishnoi running into ball to Himmat Singh here. Googly, wonderful ball, quicker onto the batter, and tapped it towards the front of the cover fielder. That will be a dot ball here. Great control this young lad has. Bishnoi, he can turn the ball both the ways, and more than often he puts that kind of doubt in the batters whether it's going to turn the other way or come into them. Especially even the best of the best sometimes fail to read him. That's the kind of deception he's had. Even you saw how Virat Kohli, the likes of Virat Kohli, was cleaned up by him when RCB took on Lucknow Super Giants. A wonderful ball that probably could call the peach of a delivery in this contest so far from Ravi Bishnoi to get the likes of the best in the cricketing world. The Virat Kohli's wicket here with his stumps rattle the other night. And that'll be a dot ball to end the over. That'll be 62 for 4 after 11. Here is Ravindra Jadeja this time. From outside the off stump, he's fetched it away and gone down on one knee and swept it to perfection. The ball will go into the mid-wicket region there. 4 runs here. Wonderful shot here towards the square, and that'll be 4 runs here from Mitchell Marsh. He's holding on to the thin thread from the other end while wickets keep falling at the other end here. Wonderful batting here from Mitchell Marsh here. I just do not want to keep praising him because I'm afraid I'm going to be jinxing him there. And this time misfield there in the cover region, and the ball will go through him, and that'll mean boundary here. 2 boundaries on the trot here, and that'll definitely bring some energy back in the Lucknow camp here. Those are the kind of luck and stroke of luck that they require. The ball once again pitching outside the off stump, away out and turning away from the left hander. A lot of width on the right hander, a lot of width on offer, and Mitchell Marsh punches it towards the cover fielder there, and the cover fielder doesn't get on time towards the right of the ball. And the ball goes through his hands, and the ball will run away into the deep cover boundary there. 4 runs here. This time Mitchell Marsh will put it away towards the deep mid-wicket region. He'll pick up just a single there. I think it was Rian Parag there. I think the ball skidded off the surface beneath his hands, and once it got past him in the coverage, and that was boundary written all over it, and 4 runs here. And a single picked off the next ball. They beg a pardon there. As here is Jadeja this time to Himmat Singh here. This time hesitation between the two batters there. The ball turning away from the right-hander, tapping it just front of the backward point region, and before Vaibhav Suryavanshi could have a shy at the bowler's end, the batters already crossed for the 1 run there. Good batting there, sensible batting there. Wonderful ball here. Great ball and great fielding too from Nandraberger. Tossing it slow through the air, giving a lot of air, and the ball pitching and gripping the surface and turning away from the right-hander there. And just before Mitchell Marsh could make contact onto the ball stopping on him and finds the outside edge and goes towards the short third man region there. He puts in a dive and will stop the ball. That will just be a single here. This time Himmat Singh rocks back and cuts it away towards the sweeper cover region there. And before Bishnoi can return the ball, the batters will pick the single. Good over here for Lucknow here. 12 runs coming off it, and that will be 74 for 4 after 12. Well, the third T20 international between Indian women and South African women is currently ongoing as India 73 for 2. India 73 for 2 as the game is live here from the Wanderers Stadium here in Johannesburg. India 2 down in this 5-match T20 international series, and Shifali Verma has been in that kind of a form this season. Unfortunately, the team's not been on the winning sides, and once again tonight she's got off to a start here. She's on 31 of 28 balls, and India 74 for 2 after 9.3 overs, and hopefully India are going to win this game here. They are already 2 down in the series, and a loss tonight would mean the end of the series here for the Indian women there. Well, hopefully Shifali and Harmanpreet stick in the middle and get some runs here in the Wanderers, and hopefully India can be on the winning side at the Wanderers in Johannesburg tonight here. Hopefully 76 for 2 after 9.4 overs. The Indian women's team against South African women's team. India already trailing 2-0 in this 5-game series. South Africa once again winning the toss and straight away putting the away team opposition into bat here. As we come back to this game here, Brijesh Sharma has been given the ball for his second over. The ball angling into the stumps, and Himmat Singh tucking it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there. And they were keen to come back for second run there, but they were looking. He started to run the first one hard, but as soon as they saw that Ravindra Jadeja was a fielder out there, they're deciding that it's going to be only a single there. This time Brijesh Sharma back off the hand delivery, half tracker there. He's pulled it along the ground. Once again Mitchell Marsh tad early into the shot here, so he's managed to drag it along the ground towards the deep mid-wicket region, and that'll just be a single on this occasion. Once again, a slower half tracker. Himmat early into the shot once again, pulls it away towards the deep mid-wicket for a single there. 106.9 clicks on that one. Great change of pace there on a consistent basis. He's trying to deceive the bowlers with the back of the hand deliveries, and the batters deceive the batters. Beg your pardon there. And Mitchell Marsh, 45 of 32 balls. He's fighting away, waging a lone battle out there in the middle. He came in at the top of the batting order, and the batters around him were getting back into the dugout, but Mitchell Marsh holding on the thin thread from one hand. The fight for hope here in this contest. They desperately want to better the situation. They currently find themselves in 9th spot with victories not coming along the way. This time full toss, straying down the leg, missed out opportunity from Mitchell Marsh. He realizing it as he looks at the skies there, as he tried to flick the ball towards the fine leg region there. Doesn't get proper bat on it. We have to wait for the umpire's call. Is it going to be a leg by, or is it going to be a single there? I think it's going to be a single there. Beg your pardon there. The required run rate now climbing to 11.18 there. This time, once again, a slower ball, leg cutter there. 117.2 clicks had done that one. He had to wait for the ball to come onto him, and he pulls it in the air. One bounce, couple bounces, and towards the deep mid-wicket fielder there. And that will be a dot ball there. 4 balls of 5 have been gone towards Ravindra Jadeja in the mid-wicket region there, because he's bowling those back of the hand deliveries and leg cutters, and 5 runs coming off the first 5 balls here. And can he finish on a high note here? Can he get the wicket of Mitchell Marsh here? This time, once again, back of the hand, slower delivery. And once again, he pulls it along the ground, and the ball once again going to Ravindra Jadeja. It's been a repeat of the same thing for the entire over. I think 5 balls of the 6 going towards Ravindra Jadeja in the deep mid-wicket region there, and all going off the back of the hand, slower deliveries there. Once again, a slower back of the hand delivery from Brijesh Sharma. And that'll be just 6 runs off the over here. Good over here from Brijesh Sharma, considering the circumstances. And 2 overs, none for 15 for him. And Lucknow now 80 for 4 after 13. And they require 80 more exactly. Half the amount of runs, exactly the same amount of runs that they require in 42 balls there. The next 7 overs here. It's going to be crucial here. Both these batters just trying to stitch a partnership so that they set a platform for the take the game as deep as possible. The current partnership is 26 of 20, as they will have to face Ravindra Jadeja, who's running into bolt his last over of his spell here. This time, Lyles bowled it way outside the white guideline on the offside, and straight away that will be a white ball here. Clear white ball. This time the ball, great fielding there in the cover region there. His flight delivery, and he drew it towards the right of the cover fielder there. Riyan Parag diving towards his right has managed to get hold of the ball there. Great fielding there from the Rajasthan Royals skipper, and that will be a dot ball here. And this time, Ravindra Jadeja, the ball coming in from outside the off stump as Mitchell Marsh shuffles way outside the off stick and tries to play the sweep shot here. He's wrapped on the pads here. A huge extended appeal here from Ravindra Jadeja. He's pleading the umpires here as the ball rolls away towards the short third man region there, and they'll pick up a single there. And the umpire says, well, they did not pick up a single. I mean, if I'm not wrong, we'll have to wait and watch. But the umpire says that's definitely the impact is outside the off stump. Yes, they definitely pick up the single there. And the umpire says that the impact was definitely outside the off stump, and that will be a not out there. And straight away, Dhruv Jurel letting the bowler know that the impact was definitely outside the off stump there. And this time Himmat Singh tries to play the reverse sweep. He's missed the ball there. He's completely missed the ball. Wanted to take on the fielders there for playing the reverse sweep. And did Dhruv Jurel miss the stumping there? A little bit early stumping there from Dhruv Jurel. And he's not held on to the batter. He's not held on to the ball there. And the batter was on the edge of the line there. I think that could have been touch and go had he gathered the ball. I think that could have been curtains here for Himmat Singh there. Ravindra Jadeja tossing it slower through the air, and Himmat Singh had to wait for the ball to come on to him, and had to reach out for it as he goes inside out, and he goes over the top, and this time he'll get a 6 here over the covers there. Wonderful shot here going inside out, and Jadeja, as soon as he saw him come down the track, shot on the length and throw it slower through the air, but Himmat Singh had to make that last minute adjustment into his stride to get underneath the ball and wait for the ball to come on to him, and then he hits it over the cover region there. 83 meter 6 there. Great power behind that shot. Speaks about how much power he can generate with those arms there, and that'll fetch 6 runs here for the team. This time Jadeja, quicker delivery onto his leg stump, taps it back to the bowler there. That will be a dot ball here. Ravindra Jadeja, this time the ball turning away, and is only guided towards the backward point fielder, and he'll pick up the single. That will be the end of Jadeja's spell here. Wonderful spell here from Jadeja will eventually come to an end. 4 overs, 1 for 29 for Ravindra Jadeja, and that will be 89 for 4 after 14 here. 71 required of 36, so almost getting closer to 12 runs an over here. Ravi Bishnoi has been brought into the attack for his third over here. 2 overs, none for 13 and 71 of 36. The run rate, required run rate 11.83 now. They definitely need to get that long handle there. The Lucknow Super Giants batters, they can't let it a little bit too late. It's also a little bit too late, but they're still not over. They still have, if they get going, they can still make a chase out of this contest here. And Himmat Singh trying to hit it across the line will pick up a single in the mid-wicket region there, as here is Bishnoi running into ball to Mitchell Marsh. This time the ball was short, tried to pull it and is off the inside edge onto his feet. The ball will roll away towards the point fielder and the batters will cross for a single there. Too shy away from a 50 here. Mitchell Marsh, 48 of 37 currently, and Himmat on the other hand, almost a run the ball kind of an innings. 14 balls, 15 runs. This would not definitely help Lucknow. They need the big hits coming their way. They need the 15 and the 14 runs overs coming through the ranks there. This time Himmat Singh steadies himself to go across the line, try to go over the long on region there, and a quicker one here from Ravi Bishnoi, and the ball's crashed onto the off sticks there. The stumps has been rattled there, and he will have to go back towards the dressing room there. Well, Ravi Bishnoi bringing this kind of a celebration there. It was a googly, a quicker one, and crashing into the off stick as Himmat Singh wanted to hit it way across the long on region there. And we saw Ravindra Jadeja with that kind of a celebration which you have never seen, where he rolled the Puran that he's had Puran in his pocket tonight. And now Ravi Bishnoi bringing this sort of celebration with the signature kind of ticked off kind of celebration there. And Lucknow nevertheless losing half the side now, 91 for 5 after 14.3 overs, and the required run rate steeply climbing to 12.5 there, 12.5 there, every over with no boundaries. The run rate will start steeply climbing here. 91 for 5 of 14.3. Mitchell Marsh, the only lone batter waging a war here, and he's been joined in the middle by the youngster Mukul Chowdhury. He's shown some glimpses, a couple of cameos, and then the match-winning knock against the Kolkata Knight Riders the other night. That definitely caught the cricketing world by a storm. The kind of shots he plays, and especially the helicopter shots, the quick wrists he has, and the kind of energy these youngsters generate with the wrist there within a fraction of a second here, especially the ball's bowled in like a Yorker or a fuller kind leg kind of a delivery, especially when you have no room and when you're cramped for space, and within that amount of a little space you manage to generate that helicopter with that swift swirl of that wrist and how the ball travels over the ropes. And Mukul Chowdhury displays a couple of those shots, and he definitely idolizes the legendary Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and he's also a wicket-keeper batter, so no wonder he's definitely put he's put the yards behind the scenes to master those kind of strokes, especially the helicopters there. This time Mukul Chowdhury will get off the mark here, drives it to past the short mid-wicket fielder, and the ball will run away towards the long on region, and they'll cross over for a single. And he'll be off the mark there, beg your pardon there. Mukul Chowdhury off the mark. This time Mitchell Marsh drives it towards the sweeper coverage, and there before Hetmeyer can collect the ball, I think they both are only walking across the pitch there because they realize that's going to be only a single there, and it's extremely humid out there, and Mitchell Marsh would be feeling the brunt of the heat and the humidity out there at the Ekana Stadium here in Lucknow. Here is Mukul. What a wonderful shot here from Mukul Chowdhury. The ball's gone way over the cow corner region there. Huge six here. Wonderful shot here. 96.4 clicks on that one. A little bit in the slot here, and Mukul Chowdhury goes across the line and goes big deep into the stands here. Is it going to be the last dice thrown in by the Lucknow Super Giants in the form of Mukul Chowdhury? Can Mukul Chowdhury once again produce the moment of brilliance of an innings in a similar manner that he played against the Kolkata Knight Riders? Can he play that kind of an innings here? Definitely a glimpse out there with that six here, and the hopes will definitely start to rise in the LSG camp as well as amongst the fans here in Lucknow here, and that'll be 99 for 5 after 15 here. 61 required of 30 balls here. What a wonderful pickup shot here. He's tall, the kind of leverage he gets with his height and the long bat he has, and then to hit it across the line and with that kind of an authority and conviction, it's just that too into his second ball of his innings out there in the middle when the other batters struggled to even time the ball, struggled to understand even the pace of the wicket there. It was a googly and straight away. He watching it coming through from the hands of the bowler there and hitting it across the line and hitting it not just across the line, hitting it mighty there. 88 meters 6 towards the cow corner region there. This time Nandraberger into the attack here, bangs it in shot outside the off stump, and Mitchell Marsh, will he get a 6 here? Yes, he will be. Width on offer, banged it outside the off stump, and the ball was shaping away from the right hander, and Mitchell Marsh clears the long off fielder there, and that will be 6 runs here. 6 runs here for the big Australian, and that will bring up his half century. A wonderful, wonderful knock here. Despite the batters, despite running out of partners from the other end, he stayed calm. He built the innings, and he paced his innings to perfection. Waited for the loose deliveries, waited for the half crackers, capitalized on his strengths, and when the ball was bowled in good regions, he ensured that he rotates the strikes. He also ensured whenever the ball was extremely good, he just tapped it down to the bowler, stayed patient because he always waited for those loose deliveries and capitalized on them and punished the bowlers, and straight away a 6 off the first ball, and that will be 55 of 29 now required, with the required run rate once again dropping to 11.38 there. This time he drives it away, full length delivery, shaping away from the right hander, missed out opportunity, drives it straight towards the cover fielder. That will be a dot ball here. Nandraberger, the bouncer way outside the off stick. The ball width on offer, and he pulled it over the long off in there. One hand coming off the bat though, but eventually he's got that kind of power behind him. That is Mitchell Marsh there for you. An acknowledgement as the entire stadium on the toes to acknowledge the innings, and then we have the entire dugout there applauding the kind of knock the Australian veteran has put out there in the middle, and this time he's foxed him completely. Will this be taken? Will this be dropped here? Rian Parag holds on to the catch here, and he sends out a loud roar and pumps his fist in the air there. Wonderful change of pace there from Nandraberger. Once again the ball in the slot outside the off stump, shaping away from the right hander, and Mitchell Marsh failing to read the ball come from the hands of the bowler there, and the off cutter, the roll of the fingers there, and he's early into the shot here, got down on one knee and wanted to play over the cover region there, and because of the pace variation and because of the change in pace, beg your pardon there, and he's only sliced the ball in the air early into the shot, and the ball hitting it a little bit higher on the bat than expected, and swirling in the air for quite some time, and Rian Parag holds on to the catch there, and that will be the end of Mitchell Marsh here. 55 of 41, and caught by Rian Parag and Berger, and Lucknow Super Giants 105 for 6, and straight away, because it's the 16th over and the wicket has fallen, it's still 3 more balls to go. The umpires will signal for the strategic timeout there. And to all the folks watching the stream of Sports Beyond Cancer, just to remind you, this is your very own sports journalist and host, Saurav Vitramurthy, welcoming you to the show here on Sports Beyond Cancer. The name of the channel, Sports Beyond Cancer, is such that because I'm currently battling my 5th cancer at the age of 33. Last 3 years I've been on the edge of my bed, fighting life and death against my 5th cancer. But currently I've managed to enter the remission phase, and that's the reason I want to come back to my passion here. I worked as a sports journalist for 8 years, 4 years in India, 4 years in New Zealand, covering various leagues, various competitions, international tournaments and stuff. Even the Tokyo 2020 Olympics in 2021 due to COVID, but unfortunately my 5th cancer coming in. Everything from my life there. Unfortunately, it's been a battle between me and my universe, and even now it's been a battle between me and my universe. I do not like to be on the virtual platform, to be honest. I want to be just like old times, on the field, in the field, with my camera, taking action photographs, writing articles, publishing stories, talking to match officials, interviewing fans, but this is the best I can do at the moment. I want to show it out to the world and fight out to the world that I'm not someone who's going to give up on my passion. With the child believed in me to be a sports journalist one day, because I want to fight till the end, even if it has to take 5 cancers along my stride. I'm not going to settle for anything less, and that's the reason we are here on Sports Beyond Cancer here. 105 for 6 after 15.3, 55 required of 27 balls as Mitchell Marsh, the last batter out to be dismissed here, and the Lucknow Super Giants will find themselves in deep trouble, and they have nothing. They have none but only themselves to blame, especially poor batting of the highest order. And imagine him to be the captain of your side, Rishabh Pant. Ooh, what a poor shot there. 1 wicket down. Narendra Burger is shaping the ball away from you, the left-hander, and with no footwork, he's tried to heave the ball away from outside the off stump towards the deep square leg region there. Imagine the kind of poor shot, especially coming in at number 3. Absolutely, the coach will be livid. The entire team has been let down by the skipper there, and then the likes of Nicholas Puran there once again trying to force play that shot. Poor innings. They have only themselves to blame. Aiden Markram pull shot, top edge, caught by the wicketkeeper. I mean, Lucknow Super Giants cannot complain at all. They just have to go back to the drawing board and realize that they need to play some sensible, smart, and also some responsible cricket there, which has been definitely lacking in this side tonight here, apart from Mitchell Marsh, who was the last man to dismiss before the strategic timeout, but he held the fort from one end, waging a lone battle, scoring that 55 odd runs of 39 odd balls. So definitely he did his work with the bat, even though they would have liked him to take the team across the line, but he tried his best. But still, 4 more wickets to go, 55 in 27. It was a similar kind of situation the other night here, where 55 was required of 24 balls. 55 or 54 was required of 24 balls. With the 7 wickets down, they still have 1 wicket extra here tonight with 7 wickets down, and Mukul Chowdhury blasted Kolkata Knight Riders and took Lucknow Super Giants over the line against Kolkata Knight Riders in that game the other night there. He's still out there in the middle, and he'll be the last hope in for Lucknow in this game here, as this time Narendra Burger, slower ball there, once again failing to read the change of pace here. On this occasion, Mohammad Shami, the ball chipped in the air, 1 bounce to the cover field there. That will be a dot ball there. Here is Narendra Burger once again. The ball moving away from the right hander there, shaping away from the right hander there. 122. He's kept it a little bit slow here. He is using the stickiness of the surface, not trying to hit the ball quicker ones there. He's using the stickiness of the surface and keeping the pace slow there, and that will be a dot ball here. Consistent bowling around 120, 121, 122, 123 in this over so far from Narendra Burger. The last ball of his spell here coming in 2 for 21. Can he finish off with a 3 for here as Narendra Burger running into bowl to Mohammad Shami here. Narendra Burger this time. Mohammad Shami heaves it across the line, and Mohammad Shami, it's a huge 6 here. That'll bring the crowd onto the feet here. 6 runs here coming off the blade of Mohammad Shami. An unorthodox shot there. An unconventional shot there, to be honest there. And the entire Lucknow Super Giants dug out there, having a laughter out there with the kind of shot here. Nevertheless, that'll fetch them 6 runs here. 111 for 6 after 16 here. And 4 overs, 2 for 27 for Narendra Burger. Despite the 2 sixes coming off this last over, he's bowled his heart out here. The South African here. Wonderful start initially with the new ball, and 4 overs, 2 for 27, 111 for 6 with that huge 6 coming off the blade of Mohammad Shami. What a shot that was, pickup shot, no footwork, getting underneath the ball and just heaving it across the leg stump in the mid-wicket region there, and pure power behind that shot there. And that'll bring the equation, and that'll now bring the equation to 49 required of 24. Here is Brijesh Sharma into his 3rd over here. Brijesh Sharma once again starts off with a slow bouncer here, and is pull the ball towards Riyan Parag in the cover region there, and Riyan Parag diving towards his right, has held on to the catch here. Once again a bouncer outside the off stump, and Mukul Chowdhury trying to pull it away over the cover region there. Has only hit it towards the cover field there. It was dying on to Riyan Parag, but Riyan Parag watching the ball till the end, putting in a dive and rolling on the ground, and straight away throws the ball into the air and sends out a loud roar here. Riyan Paraga, he's desperate to get back Rajasthan to winning ways. They are coming off 2 big defeats on the trot, especially after winning 4 games and then 2 wickets on the trot. They went to get back to winning ways here, and that'll be probably the last nail in the coffin, with Mukul Chowdhury being dismissed for 7 of 3. Caught by Parag, bowled by Brijesh. Loomy faces out there in the Lucknow Super Giants camp there. They currently are stranded at number 9 all of a sudden, and nothing seems to be going the way. They are following up one defeat by another, and they have only blamed themselves for the irresponsible, poor shots, and it's straight away it's reflected through the entire team. It's courtesy where your captain plays in that sort of a manner, when your captain himself is okay with playing those kind of irresponsible shots. I mean, it sends out a loud statement across the team and the dugout that it's okay, it's casual, that even we can play unconventional shots there. And this time Mayank Yadav, the ball straying down the leg, and a huge appeal there from Terrell there, but I think the umpire will give a white ball here. This time back off the hand delivery, slow one. He guides it away towards the third man region, and he'll pick up a single here. 47 required of 22. I think it's now just going to be an impossible task. Either Mohammad Shami or Mayank Yadav need to play the innings of a lifetime here to take them over the line tonight here. Here is Brijesh, Yorker length delivery to Shami, and the stumps rattle there. The stumps rattle completely outrooted there. And Brijesh Sharma, he's been a wonderful find. You saw in that his previous over how he bowled that back of the hand leg cutters and back of the hand slower ones to restrict the likes of Mukul Chowdhury and even the likes of Mitchell Marsh. He kept them so quiet. And in this over, he bowled the bouncer there. He has all the skills up his sleeve there. And this time a Yorker straight into the leg stump there. And the stumps absolutely gone for a cartwheeling there. And straight away, he brings in his celebration there. Quite celebration, acknowledging the kind of Yorker is delivered. And Mohammad Shami will have to make his walk back towards the dressing room. 6 runs of 4 balls, 113 for 8, and probably that should be curtains here in this contest in regards to the hopes here for Lucknow Super Giants here. 47 of 21, and Rajasthan Royals, so with that victory, will be keen to get back on towards beg your pardon, then let's look at what would the scenarios be. I think they'll be keen to get back to number 2 here. With that victory, they will be able to get back to number 2 in this contest here. Lucknow Super Giants, they won they lost the first game and then won 2 games, and now in the brink, almost on the brink of losing their 4th game on the trot here. 27 crores being paid for Rishabh Pant, and to see your captain play in that sort of a manner, irresponsible, and especially it's not about getting out, it's the manner in way you're getting out, especially at the start of the innings. We all understand that he's a cricketer who plays that high risk, high reward kind of cricket there, but at least it needs to be a traditional starts, especially when you're trying to get off the mark, especially when you're 1 wicket down and your team is struggling with 3 losses on the trot. They should have shown some character, played with some kind of responsibility, but poor shot, be it from him, be it from Nicholas Puran. Absolutely, they need a complete change of a framework. They bring in a lot of youngsters. Something that the Justin Langer and co need to figure out as they go ahead into the next half of the tournament here. They're into the 7th game. They still have 7 games. This time, once again, Yorker there, wonderfully squeezed out here. What a wonderful Yorker there. And he'll pick up the single here. Digwish Singh Rathi straight away, bang on money. A Yorker into the middle sticks here from British Sharma. He's definitely impressed one and all. British Sharma with his bowling, and that will be a single. And the Luck's next ball, once again, great change of pace straight away from the Yorker, back of the hand delivery. Mayank Yadav trying to hit it across the line, off the bottom edge, running towards the short third man region. That'll be a dot ball. Yeah, this guy's got it all. Brijesh Sharma, 2.5 overs, 2 for 18. He's been clinical with his variations and his bowling with touch kind of a confidence there. Once again, good ball there. Great variations up his sleeve, and that'll be a dot ball to end the over. A great change of pace. He hides the ball in his from his left hand, and then the batters do not have a clue what's going to be coming up the sleeve there. And in the last moment, he changes his grip and bowls the back of the hand delivery. Great control and great deception technique there. And that'll be the end of the over here. 114 for 8 after 17. Brijesh Sharma, 3 overs, 2 for 18. 3 more overs to go. And this is definitely looking like the game's done and dusted. It's just a matter of protocol. So before we call the conclusion on this game here, and to all the folks watching the stream, if at all you hit that subscribe button, if at all you haven't hit that subscribe button, kindly hit that subscribe button and like button there. Every single like and every single subscription will mean the world to us in this battle against my fifth cancer. It'll give you the motivation to continue this fight in a better manner there. So do not hesitate to hit the subscribe button. Tomorrow we have a blockbuster of a contest. The heavyweights. It's the heavyweights of the IPL. The history of IPL. Both the teams winning the IPL for 5 times each. Mumbai Indians will be hosting the Chennai Super Kings tomorrow, all the way from Wankhede. It's going to be a blockbuster of an evening. So kindly hit the bell icon, kindly hit the like button so that you come to our channel tomorrow, so that you do not miss out any action to come tomorrow. This time, for Archer, good length delivery, banks it in short, and climbing onto the batter. The Digvesh Singh Rathi somehow opens the space of the bat and gets bat onto it, and the ball will run away towards third man, taking the 1 run here. There is Joe for Archer this time. Great shot here from Mayank Yadav as he placed it to perfection. Yes, he has opening his face of the ball, opening his face of the bat. The ball was on the off stick there, and using the pace of the bowler, just guiding it away past the backward point region there, and that will be 4 runs here. No chance for the fielder there in the fine leg, in the third man region there, who was placed finer there. Great batting, no footwork, but he's only managed to dab it away, guide it along the ground, using the pace of the ball in the right directions there, and that'll get 4 runs for Mayank Yadav there. Sensible batting, and straight away Joe Archer applauding the batters there. Joe Archer applauding the bowler skills with the bat there, as here is Archer running in this time. Once again, a great catch here from Dhruv Jurel. A wonderful catch here. He's picked the ball out of thin air here. He's picked the ball out of thin air, and no wonder the seams surrounding him with kind of a magnificent effort there from Dhruv Jurel. But the umpires will send it upstairs here. Once again, a Yorkerling delivery outside the off stump, and Mayank Yadav trying to be cheeky, just trying to open the face and guide it past the right hand of the wicket keeper there towards the slip cordon there, towards the third man region there, and Dhruv Jurel. The ball was almost about to be grounded, but he picked it out of nowhere there. The ball was on the middle stick there. Beg your pardon there. The ball was on the middle stick there, and he tried to guide it past the wicket keeper, and the ball had almost passed him. And Dhruv Jurel dives and holds on to the catch, and Joe Archer applauds Dhruv Jurel's effort there. He's absolutely surprised there, Joe Archer, watching Dhruv Jurel pull that stunner there. No wonder Dhruv Jurel has been one of the prime wicket taker, one of the best wicket keepers in this campaign so far. You saw him with the stumping in the last game. Wonderful stumping in the last game of a white ball there to get the wicket of Cameron Green, diving towards his right and left, and then within a single motion before he hit the ground, he's managed to effect the run out, and Cameron Green caught out of the crease there. Wonderful, and the kind of catches he managed to pull. We saw him do it in the last game too, and in the previous, in a couple of games earlier too, and tonight he's once again pulled off a stunner, and that will be 119 for 9 as the third umpire has confirmed that the cat's been taken clean there. 17.3 overs, 119 for 9 as Mayank Yadav being dismissed for 5 runs of 5 balls, and Joe Archer picking up his second wicket of the evening here. Mohsin Khan, the man in number 11 here, for number 10 here for number 11, last man here for Lucknow Super Giants. Here is Mohsin Khan running in, Jofra Archer running in the ball to Mohsin Khan, backs away from the leg side, drives it towards the cover region. That'll just be a dot ball on this occasion here. 2 for 20 off 3.4 for the big Englishman. And take a ball. What a wonderful catch. Following delivery, angling into the middle stake, trying to guide the ball away from the wicket keeper towards the third man region, but an outstretched hand, and the Rudrail holds onto that catch there, and straight away the team's energy lifts up with that kind of catches. And they'll definitely say catches definitely turn the games ahead. Catches win you matches there. Carl Jacob looks like in the battle of the West Indian today. Hetmeyer trumps Puran. Definitely, definitely agree to that. Definitely. Some amount of sarcasm also behind that too. I think both Hetmeyer also losing his form in the recent times, in the recent games, but Puran especially. And this time a Yorker there, inch perfect Yorker, and that's crashed into the middle stick, and that's completely uprooted. And Jofra Rian Parak sends out a loud roar. The leader is back into the winning ways, and Rajasthan Royals once again will get that momentum going along the direction with 2 defeats on the trot after 4 wins. They were slowly moving towards the other bottom half of the table. But with this win, will definitely take them back to the second spot there. And Rian Parak sending out a loud roar, especially after the Yorker. And great bowling here from the Englishman once again. Jofra Archer, 3.4 overs, beg your pardon, 4 overs and 3 for 20. And Rajasthan Royals winning this game by a huge margin here, 40-run victory, especially after scoring that 155 40-run victory is absolutely huge there. And kudos to Ravindra Jadeja and Shubham Dubey to get the team across 150 and take them to 159 there. Absolutely, they played their hearts out, especially that last over. How costly that turned out to be, 20 runs coming off the last over, and then how they capitalized. I think Mayank Yadav was the only missing piece tonight here. I think he did not fit in as a bowler, because I definitely felt that this was a bowler's surface, because the batters were struggling to time the ball. The batters were struggling to rotate the strike with the ball sticking onto the surface, but Mayank Yadav was taken apart for 55 or 56 odd runs. I think not much variations from Mayank Yadav, only trying to crank up the pace and bowl it in the wrong channels here. It's just to come back for him. Hopefully he gets better in the next games there. It's just a learning curve for him tonight. He's coming back from an injury. And with that said, the Rajasthan Royals are winning this game by 40 runs, and they will move the top into the second place in the. Beg your pardon there. Let's have a look. I think they'll be moving to the second place there, because they had won 4 games before this. I think, yes, there you go. They won 4 games before the last 2, and now they'll move into the second place. But they have played an extra game compared to Royal Challengers Bangalore and DC and the GT. So they are on 7 games. So 7 games, 5 wins and 2 losses for them. And Brijesh Sharma, take about what a wonderful spell here tonight from Brijesh Sharma. He was extremely wonderful, the youngster for Rajasthan Royals. Clinical with the ball, back of the hand deliveries, the deception, the Yorkers, and the way he bowled the bouncer to Mukul Chowdhury. Masterclass. That guy has all the tricks up his sleeve, all the skill sets up his sleeve, and has managed to execute every single of them to perfection. And that speaks volumes about the kind of preparations that go behind the scenes, and the hard work that is been putting not just during this IPL but over the course of the years, which builds your base to become such kind of a bowler who's not afraid to execute those kind of deliveries at your own will, at when the circumstances demands you to deliver. And Brajesh Sharma has been a stalwart today here. For Lucknow Super Giants, on the other hand, it will be once again a sorry state of affairs. A lot of things for them to ponder and introspect. And who do they have to blame? They bowled wonderfully well, apart from Mayank Yadav, but did they lose the game with the batting there? It's that irresponsible shots and trying to play those unconventional shots. They have to just sit back and take a day or couple or two, and then reflect on what mistakes they're doing, especially the likes of Rishabh Pant, Markram, Puran, Himmat Singh, and some extent Mukul Chowdhury too. I think Mukul Chowdhury should be sent up the order there. I'm not sure if keeping him such low down the order does any favor, does any good for the team there. I clearly understand that they're looking at him as like a finisher, but he coming into the game and the game is almost done and dusted. I think that's not fair on the youngster to every time that he can come and bail your team out within a matter of 10 to 15. With that said, I hope you enjoy the stream and hope you had a wonderful time watching the stream. Stay tuned on Sports Beyond Cancer. This is your very own sports journalist, Saurav Vitmurthy, bringing you the professional, ethical style of sports journalism where we promote sports in the right direction, to use it as a tool to promote development of the community and also promote participation in youth, to take sports as a life lesson, just like I took it as a life lesson to battle my 4 cancers. I'm now almost 18 to 20 months away from defeating my 5th cancer too. So thank you so much once again for all the folks who have been here tonight. And if at all you love the stream, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and bell icon. And if at all you want to notch it up by one more step, you can feel free that if we think that we did a good job, we did the decent job, you can support my journey and you can tip us for the efforts we have put in tonight, this evening by using the QR code and contribute towards the cause there and contribute towards my effort there. So thank you so much. This is your very own sports journalist Saurav Vitmurthy taking off, bidding adieu from you. And we'll be back for action tomorrow from Wankhede as Mumbai Indians. It will be the clash of the heavyweights of the Indian Premier League history. Both 5-time winners, the most times the IPL has been won by both the teams, by any teams, and then they'll be clashing head-on tomorrow. They currently are not on the right side of the table, but definitely both are legendary teams, and we will have to wait for tomorrow's clash. It's going to be one hell of a contest here. Still, we need to see Mahendra Singh Dhoni be featuring tomorrow, because we saw him hitting the nets tonight in the practice sessions. We saw him keeping behind the wickets in the practice sessions earlier this evening in Wankhede. So hopefully the entire cricketing universe and the CSK fans, and not just the cricketing fans, the CSK fans, I mean the entire cricketing world, even the Mumbai Indians fans will be eager to watch the man, the legend, the myth, the myth, the legend, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the GOAT of the Indian cricket there, to be featuring tomorrow in the contest here. Hopefully we get to see him tomorrow. And hopefully we'll get to know that as we stream the game tomorrow. So do not forget to hit the subscribe button before you go, and stay tuned for more action. This is your very own Saurav Vitmurthy sending you a lot of love for being an integral part of my journey there. Thank you so much. We'll catch up soon tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.